Hey everybody, we are about to get started. We're going to have a conversation about two things that hit the internet over the last couple of days, I think it was. And I'm going to have the conversation with you about Leandria Johnson's video where she went live and she was drunk. I can't show you the video, but I can let you hear the video. I can't even post it anywhere, just due to some social media regulations. And then there was another video that's still going viral right now on YouTube. You remember the story concerning Carn and Vashti? I think they say that you say her name Vashti. I don't know. But anyway, you remember that, right? This is tied to that, and I'm going to tell you how. I've done some calling around and some talking to some people out of Charlotte so that I could understand everything that was going on. I did not speak with who I normally would speak with. I spoke with somebody different just to sort of mix up how I'm looking at this. I don't want to always look at it from one standpoint. And so I'm going to tell you what I think about what I heard, and then we're going to hear what she said as well. So we're going to start with Leandria Johnson, and then we're going to go straight into Carn. I want to say thank you to all of you who watch the Larry Live platform. And here on this platform, we discuss amazing things, but people are only interested in things of this nature. And I get it. Life is hard, especially here in America. So when you hit the link on YouTube, you ain't really in the mood for education. You ain't really in the mood for spiritual empowerment because you're already praying and meditating and doing all the things of the things you in school. So when you come to Larry Live, you want to laugh. I know. I get it. So whenever I do shows like this, people really enjoy them. Well, hopefully Jeremy will take over. If Jeremy doesn't come into this conversation and take over and have y'all laughing and being inappropriate, you just going to get Larry. And Larry is dealing with post-nasal drip and is coughing. And he don't really feel like all that. You see, so if Jeremy come, then y'all will have a great, amazing, funny show. If not, I'm going to be breaking this down as myself. All right. We're about to get started, and I will be right back.
Looking for a vibrant community where faith meets empowerment? Welcome to the LRL community on Patreon. Here you'll gain access to our financial wellness plan to level up your money game and build your immune system, health and wellness lifestyle plan to keep your health in check. But that's not all. With the groundbreaking AdaiRa project, we're creating jobs in Africa beginning in Ghana. Plus, you'll unlock insider tips from senior executives across industries. And the best part? Be part of daily prayers, weekly coaching sessions with Dr. Larry Reid himself, and so much more. It's time to connect, grow, and thrive. Get the apps, grab the merch, and join us at patreon.com/Larry Reid Live. Let's build something amazing together. The LRL community is waiting for you.
Multimedia personality, comedic commentator, songwriter, recording artist, spiritual leader, author, and actor. Larry D. Reid is the founder of the MBN Network, owner of LDR Enterprises based out of Atlanta, Georgia, and the spiritual leader of the Reformation Church of Atlanta. You can catch Larry Reid on the BET Plus original series Kingdom Business and on American Gangsta Track Queens. Streaming online at BET.plus.
A lie has been told to you, and you have believed it.
it still has such an intensity, and the energy and the vibration in that place, you can feel it once you arrive.
At that moment, they allowed me to release my emotion.
Columbus never set a foot on any American soil before he died.
The lie is being exposed.
This is for real. They took our strong and able people, but they could never take all Africans away. And today, we have returned in peace.
Stay connected to Larry Reid Live. Take a moment and like the Facebook page, subscribe to the YouTube page and hit the bell. Text LRL to 404-999-7527. That's the words LRL to 404-999-7527. And get notified when we go live. Become a member of Patreon. Log on to patreon.com/Larry Reid Live. Sign up, then download the Patreon app and turn on your notifications. Get connected today. Church Critic by Dr. Larry D. Reid. An examination of the Larry Reid Live show perspective. Purchase a copy today by logging on to LarryReidLive.com. That's LarryReidLive.com.
I know you've been having some dreams, and I want to help you understand your dreams. I've been interpreting dreams for many years. Some of your most favorite people have came to me by night to find out, what does this mean? And so what I've done, I've developed a chat GPT. Go right now and download the MBN Network app. And when you go in there, look for the dream guide from the side. Click it, and it's going to integrate with your chat GPT. And whenever you've had a dream, write it up in your notes, then copy and paste inside the chat GPT. And in my voice, with my awareness, clarity, and insight, and years of expertise, this chat GPT is going to tell you the truth about the mind movie, the thought you had while you were sleeping. See, dreams always mean something. And I want to help you understand what it means. There's a hidden message, something about the future, something about the past, something that is happening right now. It's like an envelope from heaven that you need to open and read. And I want to help you read that letter, get into the coding and decode so that you can see what you were meant to see come into reality. I'll see you later. I'm waiting for you in my GPT so I can speak directly to you. We're about to have a conversation. Okay, you guys, I am here and I'm ready to have the conversation. Absolutely. Put one in the chat if you can hear me. And I want to know what city and state you're watching me from and country. If you're watching from overseas somewhere, I want you to tell me you're watching from XYZ. So I want you guys to let me know where you're from, where you're watching us from. I'm going to attempt to be here like really, 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 really short, like an hour. So go ahead and take the link and share it with everybody that you know that will probably be interested in this conversation. We're talking about two people, Leandria Johnson. We're going to start with that. And then we're going to talk about Brian Carn. But the conversation that I want to have is about being a pastor and publicly dealing with addiction, and being a pastor and publicly dealing with dating and what comes along with dating. And we're going to have that discussion, but we're going to first look at what has happened that is creating this discussion. What is our objective? To have a conversation about pastors that are dealing with addiction and pastors who are single, who are dating and having relationships, and how messy that can get. And anything else that we discuss along the way is going to be good for the conversation. All right, so take a moment right now and hit like and hit share. You don't have to put a 1 anymore. I know that you can hear me. Little Rock, Arkansas, how you doing? Sergio says, good evening to you and Master Prophet and the company of prophets. I think you're on the wrong stream. I don't know who the Master Prophet is and the company of prophets is. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for this man. I don't know who that is. So you must be in the wrong stream. So y'all correct them and let them know. I'm pretty sure either Tamara, CJ, Carrie, one of them done told them that they're in the wrong place. Y'all really trying to get Jeremy, ain't you? Is that what it is? Y'all trying to get Jeremy. Yeah, I did know once upon a time somebody that was a master prophet had a company of prophets. I did know them. I did love them, enjoy their relationships. I still do love them, but that is over and that has passed. Great job that that person that I used to know, I don't know no more, did. And for that, we give God praise for the moving right along. All right? So you may see me have to get up out this chair to go and hock up a loogie. That's what it is. Now, if you're from the country, you know what it is, but y'all might not know what no loogie is. It's very disgusting to say, but that's what we call it in the country. It's just pulling that phlegm, that cold up and all that kind of going on. And I'm on Mucinex, so it is making me have very productive nose blows. It's causing me to have very productive, just like that. I can pull some up, so I'm glad I'm coming through it because it was horrible. Oh, my God. I just need to do better. If I had a significant loving someone in my life, I think they would take care of me a different kind of way. But the reality is, when I got back from Dubai, I started having a little, just something in the back of my throat, like a little slime. That's the best way to describe it. But it ain't really about nothing. But when I went to North Carolina for Thanksgiving, and I know better than this, spray your nose, Larry. Take a little extra vitamin C. Shoot yourself up with a little vitamin D3. Make sure you got a little bit of this over here, elderberry to suck on, because you're going down there. And I didn't do it at all. Totally forgot. Was standing outside talking. I went to the graveyard out there, touching on stuff in the ground with the dirt. Just wrong, off, and out of order. And so I've been paying for it ever since I got back. Hey, Detroit, how you doing? Everybody in the chat now, whenever I say something is wrong with me, everybody in the chat turns into a doctor. But y'all do know that's very African of you. That's where that comes from. It's very African for you. Somebody said, no, it's Southern, where what is in the South came from Africa. And so it's very African of you. It's our communities, who we are. We're loving. We're kind. We're brilliant doctors. I said something in the live the other day. Somebody sent me a clip of it. I may make it a clip on IG. They said, you said something that was so powerful I never heard before. They said, when we as black Christians demonize or vilify astrology, we are denying our black because we taught the world astrology. Ladies and gentlemen, and I'm not mincing my words. I want you to be very clear. Whenever any black Christian demonizes astrology, they are demonizing black. We taught the world astrology. We taught the world astrology. So to deny and demonize astrology is to demonize spirituality that is black. All right? I don't know how I got in that. But anyway, are y'all ready to have the conversation about, we're going to start with Leandria. I still see people coming in. As you're coming in, please hit the like and please share. And we're going to have the conversation together as a community. My daughter, she doesn't feel well. She didn't get anything from me because this is all allergy and climate change. She probably got it from her boyfriend over there at the house all the darn time. You know, telling, how she done got hold of that. So I told Kendall, make sure you tell AdaiRa to stay right on over there at the house where she at. Don't even bring that over here, something from another part of Atlanta. And if you in Atlanta, I want you to be very careful when it comes to these diseases that are floating up through the air. Y'all do know that this is when like everything, flu, COVID, and everything else is in the air that we don't know nothing about because this administration done took everybody that be trying to keep us safe, done took their money and sent them to the house. So you're going to need to make sure that you are doing a few things on purpose. Washing your hands a little bit longer. There's some things you can do with some essential oils a couple times a day. Just go through your nose a little bit. I do it with some peroxide if I'm out and about. I just a little bit to stop all of that stuff that comes up in there and can end up making you sick. Just do a few extra things. Check, make sure that D3 is staying up high until the sun come back out, because the sun help kill everything. And that cold air, it allows certain viruses to live a little bit longer than what they normally would if the sun was out or if the temperature was hot. So remember that. Take care of yourself. Put your health first and take care of yourself and try to stay away from sick. Do the best you can to stay away from sick, and sick will stay away from you. Okay? All right, so also I want to say to you guys, if you are watching me on YouTube and you're on your laptop and you're not in my members only, shows like this would be very good in members only because I know both of these people and I can be more, liberal in my sharing when it's behind a paywall because everybody ain't over there. But when I'm out here, I only cover things and have discussions that I feel represent Larry Reid Live brand. That is pretty vast, but it sort of represents the brand properly. So you will not get some of what I would. For one thing, over there, members only, I just let my cuss words just go. So if you're not okay with cussings, don't come over there because I don't do fruck and darn in the place of damn and fruck in the place of. You see? I forgot. Because I've been with my folk and I've been in members only and in Patreon, so I don't have to do all that fake cussing. But when I'm out here, I do that because I know my mama might be watching, my daddy, a few bishops from the bodies of the Christ, and they don't do that. The old school people, and I don't want to twist up your spirit. So I'm going to respect that out here, okay? All right, take a moment. If you're on Facebook and hit like, and take a moment on YouTube and hit like as well, okay? All right, so let me tell you what happened. Well, let me just let you hear it. All right, this is Leandria Johnson. She is, on my end, I can see this, but you're just going to hear it. And we're going to talk about it just for a few minutes and then get into the Carn thing because her video is like 12 minutes, ain't it? I may play it and stop it, play it and stop it when I get to that. All right, somebody said, how do I join members only? So glad you said that because I didn't finish my statement. I was supposed to finish it. Okay, so if you're on your laptop right now, and you're watching me on YouTube, you can't do this from your phone. You cannot do this from any other device. It has to be your laptop. Naturally, did somebody say they could do it from the iPad? You may be able to do it from the iPad. So the iPad or either the laptop. Go to my youtube.com/LarryReid, and when you see the subscribe, it'll say subscribe because you subscribe. But you will see right beside that says join. Click join. See that join don't come up on the cell phone. But click join, and once you do all of that, you're in there. It's like I text you guys a link to come watch me live a few days ago in members only, and I explained it in there. But once you become a member, any link I send you, you better hit, and you land right over there behind the paywall. Now, if you're watching me and you have not signed up for the text feature, you need to text me. Let me tell you why. Because literally, with how things are, we could wake up 2026 and we ain't got no internet. Or we could wake up 2026 and there's no Meta. So that's IG and Facebook gone and there's no YouTube. We don't know. And you still want to be able to watch me and enjoy me. Text me now. Do not wait too late like y'all did with them passports. I told y'all first of the year. Now you find out, oh my God, I got to get a passport. Then you go try to get the passport and they say it's going to take 159 days. You're going to need your passport to vote. You're going to need your passport to travel. So go ahead. And I know everybody's doing the real ID thing. Okay, do that too. But you need to get that passport. And then order a passport card with it, so that you can carry it with you with your license and your identification all the time. All right? So go ahead right now and text 404. The number is 404-999-7527. 404-999-7527. 404-999-7527. That's probably Android. Kendall, you know you just interrupted me while I was talking, right? I can't hear you confessing. Do you know you just interrupt me as I was in my thoughts trying to do this during the show, right? Why ain't you saying nothing? I'm talking to you. I need for you not. I thank you for that. I'm sorry. But I need for you not to do that. If you look, what's do you call that thing right there? On the other side of that computer. Look on the other side of that computer. Right there on the other side. On the other side of that computer. On the other side of you. Over there. You don't see nothing on the other side. There should be some ups that you can find over there. Grab one of them ups and look over there and look for a shut. You find it. Put them together. And I want you to shut up. That's what I want you to do, okay? That's all I want. I just want you to shut up. Because this is my show. And everybody try to take credit for my show, try to take credit for making me and all this different kind of stuff. Just didn't nobody do this but me and the Lord and the folk that watched me out there. We did it. We built this platform. I went through. I had to twerk to make it work. So I don't want to be interrupted when I'm talking because it messes up my flow. I hate this bad. I hate this worse than a miswipe. Any of y'all ever done that? You took some tissue and go wipe and then your finger go through there like that? Straight up Nutella. I mean, just yabba dabba doo doo every darn well. I hate you interrupting me worse than that. So I need you to shut it up. Are we good? Are we okay? Because if you keep messing, you're going to get plucked up. And I know your mama didn't love you a lot. I want to have to fight Ludessa and Dennis. But I need for you to let me be. Let me do the show so you don't get plucked up, okay? All right? And you keep messing with me, my God gonna humble you. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing but pee on yourself all the time. Just pee on yourself. I've seen them do it. There's some folk in this earth right now walking around with diapers cause they fucked with me. Can't hold the pee for nothing. Tell me he won't do it. He'll humble you like that. You pee on yourself, it humbles you so much. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Okay, Lord, I'm about to go into this here show, but that Sergio guy done came here. Keep all them folk away from me, Lord. This is what I ask. Keep them away from me tonight so that I will be able to do this work. All right. All right, are y'all ready to get started? All right. Okay, so listen. Here's the audio. Let's listen.
Say what the fuck you want to say. I mean, crime minds. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. The fuck out of here. Guess what? Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Oh, okay. You know why I said it? I ain't even gonna say it. But anyway. Alright, good night. I'm in crime minds. And guess what? I'm in crime minds with a married man. Alright.
Okay, so many of you captured her while she was live and drunk, and sent it to me. Now, this is what I loved. Almost everybody that sent the visual, the recording to me, wanted me to find out where she's at and go where she's at. Let me say something. Leandria is my sister. I love her. But I don't love her like I see the other people that say that they love her. My love is a little bit different. My love holds you close to my heart. But my love don't make me blind to what the hell is going on with you. And so we are able in our relationship to keep it 100%. I say what I say. She say what she say. I don't lie to her. She don't lie to me. Leandra's an alcoholic. And she is a recovering alcoholic. She will always be an alcoholic. Don't listen to me with your church and deliverance ears. Listen to me with just your common sense. Once the brain goes through that type of damage that alcoholism does, that addictive, and this is the thing, if you're not an alcoholic, every time you drink, your brain shrinks. Alcohol is one of the worst things you can do for your body. That's why Larry, I get me a pineapple juice, might put a little bit of coconut rum in it, or whatever I get. Everybody that's around me know. If I'm gonna do a little bit of alcohol, it's gonna be a sweet drink. Of course, some of those closest to me, one of my close friends' name is Junior, and he say, "You got that sissy drink. You got that woman drink. Say what you want to. I'm gonna be a sissy today. Yeah, because I like my brain. What the hell? This is out of my brain. Is how I do my commentary, my jokes. Everything is quick-witted off the top. I don't be thinking through stuff and writing stuff down. That's a good brain. So then I'm going to take some alcohol and I'm going to drink it, put the punch my lips, and then shrink my moneymaker. Oh, the devil is a lie. I'm not doing that. So imagine the state of her brain and her liver because she's addicted to alcohol. And I want to say this. There's so many people walking around here with an addiction. It just ain't alcoholism. And I think we need to look at this for what it is. When we send her singing and doing what she's doing, and we love that. But I'm going to tell y'all something, and and I've noticed this, and it has me concerned. I can now tell, because I'm a singer and a writer too, and I'm a Leandria Johnson fan. I think she vocally was like a game changer, like Kim Burrell was. But I can notice now her voice is starting to be affected. And I don't think nobody around her is telling her that. If she asks me, hell, if she watching now, she's going to hear me say it and text me later. I can tell it. Now, it still got that thing in it. Oh, she texting me right now. Hold on a minute. Y'all might see us cuss back and forth. Okay. No, she was saying that. I always let her know and I let Brian know that I was talking about this. And she was saying, well, she don't have no problem with it. But I can tell it now. I can tell it. It's starting at her top notes. That's the same thing happened with Whitney. It's starting at her top notes that she pulled out from her, literally from her crotch. And I'm not being vulgar. Every singer know what I'm talking about. When you reach for those notes at the top of your range, you almost, if you squat a little bit and pull from your pelvic floor, you get that thing. And she does it right in front of her. She pulls that right from her root chakra and pull it up all the way through her soul, it seems like, and all of her pain, picking up all of that, then out of the mouth. And we feel that pain like power. We feel that sadness like joy. It's, if you look at it like that, it's almost like, dog, gifted people go through so darn much. And y'all, it's the truth. We do. When you have an exceptional gift and ability, you also have all of the assassins, all of the encumbrances, all of the wars that come along with that. And any gifted person would tell you that is true. If you are exceptionally good at anything, you have an exceptional fight on your hand. And this is what we're looking at with Leandria. And I want us to be mindful that when we are experiencing her powerful gift, that this is our Leandria, that we need to, when I say pray for, let me explain. I don't think about prayer the same way that most people think about prayer. Asking 10, 20, 30 folk or a whole church to let's beg God together until we beg him so good he give us what we want. When I say we should all be praying for her, we should be speaking words that are filled with the energetic intent of bringing peace, power, deliverance, clarity, neurological rewiring, and brain repair in it. Every word. We send and shoot those words like arrows to a target. That's how you pray for somebody. This stuff that the white man done taught y'all through this Western Eurocentric Christianity got you begging God like he master. In fact, I ain't gonna get into that. That's not the purpose of this show. That was Larry taking over. A little bit too much. But yeah, that is how we should pray for. Somebody say, pray for me. That's what they asking. I mean, some of them are asking you to join the begging. But that ain't what African Christians do. That's not how we deal with prayer and do with prayer. And I must say that one of the great things I like about her and Carn and a few other people, just not going through the whole list, is that they do not care at all if I cover what is public about them. They do not care. If they put a video up, if they put a post up, they know there's a possibility that Larry could talk about it. And they don't expect me to not do my work. And so, in spite of how you may feel about either one of these two people, I think they're exceptional because they don't have to have yes people and yes men around them. You can have your opinion, even if it isn't something that's so favorable. And I love that. I know bishops that can't handle that. I know pastors, prophets even, real prophets, who can't handle it. And it's the way that the church is sort of set up to where there's no criticism in that room. I'm talking about the four walls of the church. No criticism. You can't criticize the leadership. You're not free to ask too many darn questions because then that make it seem like you don't trust the leadership. It's hush. How I used to be in the black house a long time ago. It's like that in the black church house still today. Do what I said. Don't ask me nothing. Do what I said. Don't ask me nothing. So when these pastors end up being the conversation on my platform, boy, that ego fragile as hell. Then they want to cut me off and not talk to me and tell their family members not to deal with me. That's because you are egotistical. No, you shouldn't have said that about me. It don't matter. It happened in front of everybody. So now you want me to not say nothing about it? So you want to be free to post and put videos and post up, but I'm not free to discuss what you done put up in front of my face. That is stupid, asinine, and almost controlling. Yeah, it would be controlling. A little bit manipulative and controlling. Because you want to manipulate the relationship to get me to do what you want me to do that don't serve me but only serves you. I'm telling y'all right now, don't y'all take no relationships like that into 2026. I don't care if it's your darn mama. Don't take no relationships like that into 2026. If you got to shrink so they can be big, if you got to be quiet so that they won't be irritated, that is not a relationship that you need to be taking into your future. Stressing your body like that with the company of someone who don't want you to just be. Hell to the no. I don't even see how y'all can fool up with that. And I often see a lot of women put themselves in that kind of situation. I'm talking about the women out there, not the women that are around me, like my daughters, Lisa, those that work with me in ministry and those that I serve in ministry and in business. None of those women I've seen doing that. I'm not saying it's possible they're not, because if I see that, I'm saying something. I'm saying, what you doing? You don't have to take that. I will never forget this. I remember this. I was doing a counseling session, and the husband, I'm about to help somebody right now. The husband was basically saying, Dr. Reid, she won't give it to me all the times I want it, at any time I want it. and she belonged to me. Her body's not hers. It belonged to me. I said, now where'd you get that from? What? Well, the scripture said, wait. I want you to take that Bible, and this is before y'all knew me. I want you to take that Bible and put it over here. Because all my books over there, we not pulling anything out of the Bible to fix your relationship. And you should have seen that man look at me like, and you a pastor? You our pastor? We just joined the church, and you saying that I can't use the Bible to repair and help my relationship? I said, if you do, you stupid. And she is too. The Bible isn't a book for that. It's not a book for anything like that. You can't use the Bible to then see how you're supposed to show up in your relationship. That's not. And I know people do that, and they've done it so long, and they feel like it's right. Though the Bible is fit for instruction and living, and anyway this thousands upon thousands old, mixed up, borrowed, fanatic, lying, truth-filled, prophetic, historical, fable-filled book. All of that hodgepodge that it is. You saying this ancient old, well outside of our culture, is going to give me instructions for how I'm supposed to do. No. The only aspect of the Bible that you can use in 2025 is the part of the Bible that is a universal truth, a principle. If you take the literal and then you try to walk that thing out, you're bringing the end of your experience under the sun on this planet. You're bringing it closer to you, because that leads to death, not life. So, yeah, Leandria Johnson with this alcoholism, I said it the last time I discussed this. The church can't help her. There's no help for her in the church. I'm not saying the power of God can't move in the church and she get touched and then encourage her and help her not take a drink for a day or three. All of us that have had addictions like pornobation, which is pornography, masturbation, food addictions, and maybe even to weed, like a super addiction, whatever it is. We know that the transcendent experience, I don't care how powerful it is, it has a time continuum. It can be 2 hours, it can be 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years even. But at some point in time, what is going to happen is the test for the rest. You can't just get free of something and then you don't have a test for the rest. The rest of what? The rest of what possibly could be left in your behavior, in your neurological pathways, in your prefrontal cortex that can still be operating in your reticular activating brain stem. This stuff takes time to rewire and rework. Yeah, so we're going to pray the African way, Africanized prayers for Leandria. We're not praying that stuff that they told us. Oh, Lord, come on right now in the name of Jesus. Be done in her mind and in her brain right now. Actually, that's actually good. See, I can't even pray like the white people. Let me see, how they pray. Lord, we asking you to bring deliverance to her. See, that's what y'all be doing. We asking you to bring deliverance to. Okay, so why we got to ask and beg God for anything? What's it? Asking it shall be done. That's called forth. Break it down in this original meaning. It means call forth. The idea of asking like you would to somebody in power is diabolical for your spirituality. because it disempowers you. Oh my God. So we're not doing them type of prayers for Leandria. We're doing the proper prayers for Leandria that make stuff happen. Now, I know some of you are listening to me and you're hearing my doctrine. I'm not pushing this on you. This is my show. So I'm going to say what I think. And I think the way that you pray is destroying you. That's what I think. And I want to bring you back to the way that African Christians were praying before the Europeans came and hijacked our religion. Okay? Uh-oh. I think I done rattled something loose. All right, put that the picture up over me while I do this. Okay? Can you text Philip and tell him that I am live? Say it again. You know how he don't know, because he ain't watching. Hold on a minute. I'm about to get this out, y'all. All right, I'm back. Oh, God. Okay. So let me see what y'all saying about Leandria before I go into this Carn thing. It's the ones whose church brain bounced that need deliverance, telling others to get delivered. Okay, I see. What happened to Leandria? Baby, you got to rewind. The black church indoctrination is one hell of a drug. It is. And it does a work on your mind. Let me say this to anybody that has sat in the church for decades, especially the same church, you are mentally ill. Let me say it like this. Maybe that's too hard. And that wasn't Jeremy, that was me. You're in a mental crisis. There you go. That's better, ain't it? That's way better. If you've been in the church for decades, we talking about the four-wall church, especially if you've been in the same church, you're in a mental crisis. It's the way the religion is set up in the culture in the church. It is toxic for thinking and coming to your own personal resolve, critical thinking and active listening. All of that stuff you go have to learn at you go to learn at the therapist, and your pastor send you there to go do that so you can get right. But they don't know you've been attached to them and under their teaching was what fucking up what the therapist's trying to do. Yeah. Somebody said, oh my God. I ain't taking no more mucin. Because I think that was a part of my brain. Oh my God. Can I have something to drink? You just watching me coughing ain't doing shit. Oh my God. I just need something to drink. There's something over here on this side I need to swallow so it can go down in there and sit caught in that piece. Oh my God. Larry, how you doing, sir? You can't see me coughing for my life? Okay, see, this is the reason why I had the conversation that I had. Because y'all come in here and say some of the stupidest stuff. Who is this? I know you're not in my community. You just watch LRL. And that's fine, and I thank you for your viewership. But you must just got in here. I just explained all of this. What you said don't make no sense if you were listening. Did you just get in here? Said she has to want to stop. She don't want to stop. You don't understand addiction. You only got your Bible. You ain't never been to... You know what, let me not... I almost called you stupid. But let me say it a different way. Are you allergic to books? I might need to make that a t-shirt. I've been saying that for years now. It's looking like it. It's really looking like it. Is this a real place? Am I asleep? Am I in a dream? Is this real? Sometimes it seems like we in the twilight zone. I done said all of what I said. And then to my she gotta wanna stop. Of course, the black women in my life that got access to me, they're gonna tell me this. I hear you say I need a rest, and you're correct. But I have to work. And this is one of my jobs. Oh, Nancy, look by my bed. There's a pack of little things. I think there's some candy to suck on. I think that'll help me keep me from coughing, trick my brain. Like, can you go a little bit faster so it can just be slow? Oh, you are moving super slow. All right. Please, thank you. Addiction is a disease. It takes more than willpower. Thank you. I just tried to, and he got enough nerve to have a name called Black King. I need for us as a whole community to get back acquainted with books or to establish a relationship with books. Can you hand it here? You putting it on the table. Make me reach. Is you all right? You don't look right in the face. What's wrong with you? Lord Marco, I should have had you come over here, come in one of his movies. I am not in one of them. You are. I can tell it. Y'all peacocks, y'all got them so sensitive. I'm not. What's wrong with you? How you talking about you not? Ladies and gentlemen, I have a question. Do you know any counselor that's not sensitive? That's what I want to know. You sit right down the line. You're not sensitive?
I'm not sensitive in this moment.
Oh, you're not sensitive in this moment. Okay. All right. So that's Kendall. Kendall's coming back now.
Just don't call me slow. That pisses me off.
Oh, so calling you slow pisses you off? Yes. Who in your life called you slow before me?
Everybody.
Oh, no, Nancy. Come and let me give you a hug. I didn't know that. I thought they called you slow like cause they think you stupid.
No, slow.
Slow moving?
Every which way.
Oh, God, Kendall. Come. Cause I did it live. Yes, I'm going to hug you live. Come.
Keep your germs over there.
These ain't no germs. This is all for... Come. I'm sorry. Now, let me tell you something. I'm going to say it again. Wait. Listen. But you would know that I ain't them. So when I said, you see me move, I move fast. We a little bit different. So I'm going to do it again. But wait. But this time, you're not going to be triggered. You know why? God just did it. That's why. Oh, you delivered. That's what Leandria needs. Oh, my God. All right. Y'all about to do the Carn thing. Oh, Jesus. All right, everybody take a moment and hit like and share. Hit like and share. Lord, y'all just so... Kendra's all right. Listen, Kendra's a strong person. You cannot work with me and be weak. Oh, my God. All right. Let me go. If 50 Cent gets saved and start coming to church, I hope you don't do any documentary. See, that's what we need. I'm going to tell you right now, maybe that's what... Y'all wait till I get my warehouse and start doing my shows. You think I ain't going to do shows on real stories that I've covered and put in those shows the whole truth that I couldn't tell y'all without getting sued? Hell yeah. Oh, we doing that. NBN Network presents Salacious. What's the name of the show? Salacious. Am I saying the word right? Salacious. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We're going to do that. And all come out to church. That's what Oprah did with Greenleaf. That's what they did. Devon and what's the name them did with Kingdom Business. Just couldn't get past that season without me. Oh Lord, God bless them. I bet they learned their lesson. You can't do nothing without. You can't do that without me. You gotta do something else. Cause when you put me in that first season, 8 episodes, you got me in 6. What you think the folk were looking for season 2? Larry. But y'all wanted me to do something they ain't want to do. So after that first table read, y'all said y'all can do some stuff. Then we had that situation, and I ain't like how y'all move it. I said, forget it. I already knew my contract was signed. I was getting paid anyway. I'm still collecting them checks and won't even in it. Okay, so you are Cancer. A Cancer says, we are not sensitive, we just passionate. Okay. All right. I'm going to leave y'all Cancer. I love Cancers. Absolutely. You were looking for me? Oh, in the show. I know. My email was so packed, and I know they were contacting them. I can do you one better than that. Some audition, Ray. No. What the hell is that? Antoine. Oh, Antoine. You are the first Antoine I have ever met. Calm down, Larry. You're going to stir your stuff up. You are the first Antoine I've ever met who spelled it like that. I'm going to do you one better. I know the writers. They were based on church stories and my stories. I can't say, well, I can, but I don't want to say because we friends now, what main story they use. But, they were real stories. 4 complete real stories. What was your role going to be? My role was going to be more of what was in the first season. But see, I don't do that kind of work no more. So it wasn't going to help me. Somebody say, yes, it is, because they're using your show, your name, you playing yourself. We already done it the first season. So why need to do a second time for? If it's not me being presented the way I want. And plus, how I'm in 6 episodes, Tamar in 3, but then she get paid to go on these, what you do, we trying to advertise to everybody to go look, you go on them tours. But then you're using me. I just didn't like the setup. But I'm forever grateful for the opportunity. Forever grateful for the opportunity, because I want you to tell me what YouTuber did Hollywood come to YouTube and pluck up, what black YouTuber, and then put them on an international 8-episode show. Okay, I'm waiting. What? Who? Oh, yeah, that's right. That would be nobody. Nobody but me. All right. Let me look and see what y'all doing. Where's Nikki Ocho? That's right. She's on vacation in Alaska. Oh, man, it was one of them, same thing. Your mama spelled it like that? All right. You tried it. You tried it. I'm about to go back to the topic. I don't care. Listen, we be over here when there's just 600 of us having a great, amazing conversation. So these people that's coming over here to see what I got to say about this going to sit here and get what y'all get. The rambling, the talking. If you going to want to stay to get to the story and then see what I got to say or what I know, because I know what it is. You want to know what I know. Because you know I be knowing stuff nobody else knew. So I can't really blame you. But I want you to find a seat. You don't come in nobody's sanctuary and trying to tell us how to run service. You a guest. I don't receive your tithe and offering. So this ain't your church. I'm not your pastor. So you come in here and just enjoy the praise team and the preaching. That's what you do. And don't say nothing. Don't say nothing about nothing because you ain't paid for nothing. Is this medicine here that play? What you mean, Aida? What you mean? I haven't had any. I quit taking medicine yesterday. Okay, let me tell y'all something. If you have allergies like me and you got like sinus drainage, there is a medicine that will dry up that post-nasal drip, that thing that got this tickle in the back of my throat as I sit right here. I just swallowed 10 boogers as I sit right here. 15 now. There is a medicine. There is a medicine that will dry all of that up. The name of it, and this is no advertisement, the name of it is Aleve D. But I want all the men to hear me. What did I say? I meant Allegra D. The name of it is Allegra D. But I want all the men to listen to me. This is what gonna happen. It shrinks up your peen to the size it was when you were a toddler. You look down there, all your hopes and all your dreams just gonna fade away. Not only does it shrink it up, but to the touch, it's almost like you can't really feel yourself touching punts it. And you have to keep touching it. Don't ask me how I know. You have to keep touching it and touching it and touching it and grabbing it and pulling at it and pulling that and then touch it, put more lube and up, and just keep putting, tugging, just to get on chub. Now the men know what that is. Then you gotta go another 10 minutes, and then you get this strange little erection, where it's erection, but it's still bendable. I can't. I said, this is too damn much. There gotta be something else that I can take. Taking this right here is turn up my self-esteem. So I ain't taking it no more. I stopped taking it 2 days ago, so y'all just gonna have to listen to me cough, blow my nose, and just go through this game. But so long I can have this because my immune system good. But warning, that Allegra D, that D is for deflated, peen. That's what it's for. All right? All right. Okay. Let me look in the chat, see what y'all saying. Are y'all all right? All right, we're about to watch Let me say, well, I said after you watch. This, y'all remember in June, you don't remember from this platform, because I don't think I did it. I didn't do the story, did I, Nancy, about Carn and Vashti? No, I did. I did. Done that story. Well, there's more to that whole story, according to this girl here. She was a member of Brian Carn's church. The name of his church is Kingdom City Church. They have old school church. And she left when that scandal hit the internet. So now, for the first time, she comes live and she tells her story. So let's look at this and listen to what she got to say.
It's okay. It's the truth. I shouldn't be frightened or scared to speak my truth because there's fans worse than the beehive that he has. And just a lot of factors. There's some people there, allegedly. There's some crazy people that are possessive over him, right? But it's not just them being possessive. It's something that someone is doing, I have to use my words wisely, to cause these women to be very possessive, right? To the point where it drove me out.
There's an echo.
When I look at this church, right, and I look at these members, I am grateful.
Hold on, y'all saying there's a bad echo? Are you listening to the live stream? There's no echo here in the studio. Let me ask you this. The echo that is on her video, is it horrible to where you can't hear? Oh, somebody says slight echo. Oh, you hear a slight echo. Okay, I know what it is. Turn it down in here. It's this speaker. It's too loud. You just did it? Yeah. All right, let's get back.
For them. I'm grateful for the people there. I'm grateful for even down to the leader. But I can say that I had one of the worst stages of my life going to that church. It's like no one saw me. No one sees what you're going through. And you have people that coddle the dysfunction of the leadership going around. These people are knowing what's going on and they coddle his dysfunction. I'm still going through something with this person. And there's people that sit there and coddle his dysfunction. I deserve to speak my truth, and it's time. I joined the church August of 2021. I didn't get so I went to the church August 2021. Actually, the first time I ever went was like the ending of July of 2021, but I joined officially August of 2021. However, he doesn't approach me until via text message January 2023, which I have like the receipts that I could post for that and everything. So I don't get approached until January 2023. After that, we're talking, but I feel a pull to keep my options open, even though he wants me to only talk to him because of things out there, diseases and all these things that he's saying. Mind you, he told me never to share with anyone, don't talk to about anyone, which I have a text message of his very first approach that I can attach here. I just felt like at first it was very exciting because I'm like, oh my gosh, this amazing person, like he's like a king to all these people. Like he wants me. Oh my gosh, like it can be so exciting until you realize, right, that there is probably way more people allegedly that he's communicating with and talking to in the church and be out of the church.
I got something to say right here. 'Cause everybody's hearing this their way. I've been sort of doing this job a while, so I heard a few things. What I heard was, see, this is why I can't, oh my God. I'm not being unkind, but let's call a thing a thing. Can we do that? Can we call a thing without you guys thinking I'm beating up on her and taking up for my friend Brian Carn? First of all, friend is a stretch. Friendly is more proper. I have been the one to tell y'all, ain't nobody gonna church you like Brian Carn. He get that mic, go to singing one of them old church songs. He can bring up that old spirit. I praised him. I don't know, and I tell you, like, I don't have a puss, so I experience him as a man. Fun, amazing, laughter, great spiritual talk, dope guy. But I don't have a puss. So I'm not stupid. I know that he is, as he is, whatever that is, with women. But to do a video, what's this girl name? Somebody tell me her name. But to do this video and then say, he told me not to tell nobody. Did y'all hear her say that? He told me never to share this with anybody. But I can tell you the first time he reached out to me, put the private text up to prove that he reached out to her. It almost sounds like you are describing someone who is sneaking to be with you and their wife is over here. Someone who is doing something that is a crime. And that's not what this is. You came to the church, and I seen how you looked back then. She's still a beautiful woman, but she's put on some weight. She's had a baby. She fine. We know Carn like light-skinned women. That's what I think, because everybody be light-skinned. You got a type. Just like we can look at these women that be doing the same thing that this woman is doing so far. We're going to keep watching. We see the same thing with Lovey. He has a type. When a man is single and is a pastor, I want to ask y'all a question. What the hell do y'all think that they are supposed to do with their cum? I want to know. I'm looking for an answer. Put it up now till somebody answers this sensibly. What do you guys want a single pastor to do with their cum? My adult, eldest blood sister said marry. Great response, because that is the wrong response that everybody said. And I'm glad she said it. Her answer was what? Marry. I want everybody to put marry in the chat. Because that is the doctrine of the church. I'm glad Nell said that. And that probably was her real answer, unless she knew the answer I was looking for. Marry. That's what y'all want single pastors to do. You want them to go get married. Y'all even want the gay men in the church to go get married to a woman. Your understanding of the Bible and Christianity is fucked up. You gonna tell somebody who is horny that the only way that they can bust a nut and come and relieve themselves. Let me say this. Coming, busting a nut, relieving yourself is a highly spiritual manifestation, supernatural moment. It is necessary, needed. It is required for spiritual wellness. You can't be full of cum and be well in the area that release can only heal. You can't. So you're saying the only way, I want you to think about this, because the answer Mary comes from the what you heard preached in the Bible. That's where that comes from. That's not your real answer. That's what you were told. That's what you were programmed. So your spirit is in alignment with that. So when somebody says something opposite in your spirit, you get vexed. But your vexed spirit don't mean nothing. It just means your spirit is vexed. It don't mean God is sending a vexation in your spirit because he don't like something that you just heard. All that's made up. I understand the brain. I understand the nervous system. If I program myself with something, program my brain with something, it protects me from the opposite of that thing. And I will get a weird, crazy feeling. My mind, my brain will start going through some changes when I'm trying to give it something different than the same, because the brain likes the same. The brain is not your friend when it comes to growth, because it don't like you being hurt. It doesn't like you pushing yourself. It sees it as an injury that it needs to heal. That's how these muscles get built. That is not the answer. Marriage. If you came here to listen to me discuss this like your pastor, wrong live. I'm Larry. The answer to a desire to be fucked regularly is not a marriage certificate from the government. Because that's who made this up. Well, the scripture says, okay, now, you're going to take your 2025 Western mind to an Eastern book that's been messed with, and you're going to look at marriage in the way that you look at marriage. Marriage is way older than the entire Bible. So when they wrote and began to do, as time went along, they put certain things in there. Marriage was one of them, according to their culture. But do you know the whole reason for the marriage contract is for control? In fact, what was instituted first was monogamy, because monogamy was something that came later on constructed by men to control the population, to control wealth. I might be teaching y'all something, some of you. So marrying and marriage itself made up by man, put in your Bible. Just go research. You said, dog, that nigga was right. I didn't even know it. Now, am I saying that you cannot hold marriage as the highest form of relationship? No, I'm not saying that. If you want to believe that, that's fine. My problem is don't try to make everybody else believe that and adhere to that, to your standard and conviction. And it's just been such an amazing thing that has been done by those in power for hundreds of years. You know, they passed this stuff down. You know, America is an asset that's passed down through family. Christianity is too. It is an asset created by those in power to use to control the population. So marry is not the answer. That's not the human answer. That is your programmed religious answer. And it's so powerful in our world that everybody, even those that are agnostic and don't even believe, they still want to be married. It's because of the programming. Every woman still wants a diamond, although a diamond's not worth what it used to be, because it's the programming. And if it don't look a certain kind of way, you're not going to feel a certain kind of way when you with your girlfriends because it's so little. All of that is programming, and ain't none of it real. It's all constructs that have been created. So saying that this lady and Carn need to be married before they enjoy sex with each other is wrong. Yes, you heard me right. Oh, Larry, that's a lot to tell these people out here in the public on the way everybody believe and think that God wrote the Bible. Just research and find out when they got put in there. Then that's going to let you see. Oh, okay, hold on a minute. This is a book written by people who were inspired by God. Some of them were inspired by God. Some of this stuff is made up, borrowed, put in there for politics, for population control, and borrowed from older religions. I mean, hook, line, and sinker, we bought it. We all thought that the virgin birth story was unique to Christianity, and it never happened before. Until you go look at the older religions, thousands of years older, and you see a father, a mother, and a son. Because that's really what the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit is. It is the Father, the Holy Spirit, and the Son, not the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. But if they kept it the Father, the Holy Spirit, and the Son, we will see the Holy Spirit is feminine. It's feminine. And we will quickly see where this come from. Horus? The Isis story? Yes, this is much older than Christianity. So the answer my sister gave, I don't know if there's a real answer or she knew what I was looking for, is the answer many of you will give because you're programmed to give it. Because you know what that does? That controls the behavior over there, and it makes you the judge of the behavior over there, because the Bible said right here that you can't be. Oh, what a mess we done created. And once you tell them you can't be that, oh, God, the Bible said, oh, God don't like that. So let me hide, put on a mask. And now we end up with Brian Carn stories twice a year for 159 years because the man is frucking. He committing fornication. Don't get me in that conversation. You do not want to hear what I got to say about that. But fornication is a spiritual or worship sin. It is not a sexual sin. It was turned into that. Even look at the etymology of the word, you'll find out. Wait a minute, wait. And they did this thing good because you got to go back to find stuff like the word fornication and marriage. You got to go back well before. Some stuff you ain't got to go back too far. You can just go back to 1611. The Bible in 1611, you find some stuff in there that ain't in the one we got today. Like all of that astrology stuff that we demonize today, our Bible didn't demonize it in 1611. So as time went along, they took that part out. So now astrology ain't right. If y'all don't see that is crazy. We'll take that out, 1611. Now here we are in 2025. Astrology. I ain't no Sagittarius. I'm the cross. My sign is the cross. So, oh my God, you're so white. Because astrology belongs to us. We taught the world astrology. That's why we got clocks and such in there. Because of the very smart Africans. So many things, even the Jezebel story. So much of that. Okay. So that whole thing she just said, talking about he didn't want me to tell him about, he didn't want me to. Why are you trying to make this seem like this was something predatory? That's a lie. Can everybody put in the chat, this is not predatory. She's shopping it. Let me tell you what is going on. Well, let me hold it. Let's finish watching. I ain't gonna crack the case right yet. Let's keep watching. All right, here we go.
So proceed to July 2023. Beforehand of July 2023, I get asked about or presented an opportunity for a threesome, right? So I don't want to say the girl's name, but the woman had already came out about him this year.
I don't know why you don't want to tell your girlfriend's name. But I'm going to get back to that in a little bit. There's somebody I got to read. Ricardo Alexander Jerome says this brother going to lead you guys to hell. Sir, I need for you to leave. And don't make another statement like that, because I'm really trying to do a little bit better when people come in the comment section talking stupid crazy and out their ass like this. Did you not see that when you came on this platform that you was on Larry Reid live show and not Ricardo Alexander Jerome show? See, ladies and gentlemen, this is the perfect example of your programming that comes through Christianity. Now, let's be very, very, very honest with ourselves. The version of Christianity that we practice today and the Bible along with it was made for white people to control black people. Now, black people are using the same tool to control each other. He says, I'm sending you to hell because of my beliefs about what the Bible said. That means he believes that you can go to hell because you do not believe the same way that he believes. Yo, that's all this is. This is so wicked. It keeps us separated. It causes us never to be able to come together as black people. Hear me, black people. We won't ever come together with this white man's religion. It's designed in it for us to fight each other. Bam, Ricardo Alexander Jerome. He's telling you a black man talking to black people is going to send you to hell. Because I'm a black man telling you that you are the originator of the faith and not this one that you follow or the Bible that you use. Because that is a twisted molestation of the original text that predates it over 1,000 years. Do y'all not see how this Christianity, this version, not the original version, this version of Christianity, we need to get rid of it. And the Bible that we use for it. And go and get the Ethiopian Coptic Bible and get all of the other books that they said we're not supposed to have, that they taught you were not authenticated, can't be verified, they're not authorized. Who authorized it? Well, what color were they and what was their intention and how much money they had? I'll say this, and I'm not scared. If you are black and a Christian in America in 2025, you should be deconstructing and decolonizing your faith in what you believe and ask questions. I don't care how good it worked for grandma. I don't care how good it worked for you in your younger years. Well, it kept me back then and it keep me now. Okay, you're going to be kept in the past while in the future. And we're going to bury you, and the rest of us are going to continue to be a light concerning the future. We need to let go of this Christian, and we do not need to be in agreement with this version of Christianity. That same version is what got Donald Trump in the White House. So, and Ricardo Alexander Jerome, take your uneducated two light ass out my chat. All right? Okay, Lord have mercy. Y'all get me a sidetrack. Don't come in my chat talking crazy. Go to your church and you teach what you want to teach. Don't come in here trying to teach me shat. Jesus, lamb. All right, so let's finish listening to this story. This is a narrative she's painting. I haven't watched this, but I already know what's up. I done seen this 1,000 times. I'm tired of seeing it, to tell you the truth. And I'm tired of us in the chat being suckers for this bull. Brian Carn is single. He's horny. We know that. He likes girls. Lots and lots and lots of girls. I believe at some point in time he's going to settle down. As far as we know, there could be someone that he's had in his life. Come on, single men, let's have a conversation. Now, you know, you have one person you've been with for a long time that you probably feel indebted to them because they always give up the puss, or they always give up the bus, or they have, oh, this is a good one. They always keep their puss or their bus from other diseases and being plowed by other people. That's sweet puss. That's amazing bus. Nobody wants the main the person that is a bust down. What you mean bust down? This one of them chicks, you know, used to bust down. Everybody bust down. We're not about to marry or make the main a bust down. He could have somebody like that in his life, or he could have that person and maybe 2 or 3 more. As a single man, if you want to have a serious relationship in the future, you have to date. You have to go out to eat. You have to talk, text, back and forward, FaceTimes all the during time to get to know the person. And you may need to do that with several people until you say, okay, this one I like. But you know, you do know black men from the motherland that it's in our blood, but it's really not in our blood to even have just one. It's really not human nature. I'm talking about automatic. Some of us have the capacity to be monogamous. You can develop it like a muscle, but it is not like natural. In your free human state, we just connect with each other. I ain't saying we whores, but we connect and we enjoy each other. And maybe that one too, and that one too, and that. The man, when you look at biologically, we are wired to impregnate several different women in our lifetime. Just look at the animal kingdom. All right, let's keep listening. I'm getting off. Okay, what is this? It said, but we original slave owners were black Egyptians, were black, and if this Bible is wrong, why does Christ still manifest himself with his teachings? Ooh, this is amazingly dumb. I can't even, I hate to say it like that, but I can't even have a conversation with you because what you're saying ain't facts. And I hate when black people, please let this person be white. I hate when black people talk stupid about slavery. Y'all, slavery is a tool of negotiating, a tool of pay and exchange. But what happened here in America was chattel slavery. That's a whole different thing. That makes the slavery of the West that was used as a tool with Christianity, it makes that be something totally different than anything that was done anywhere else in the world. That was not created, made, instituted by black-skinned people. Chattel slavery and Western Christianity is the brainchild of white people infected with whiteness. Whiteness is the geopolitical system of black erasure. This Christianity you practice and this Bible was not designed for your freedom. It was designed for your control. So I can't even get into a conversation with Lions Den Studios because what they're saying isn't even true. Jesus, lamb. This is why y'all need to come in my Patreon. Because y'all pastors are stupid, or they don't have degrees, or the only thing you listen to your pastor, you ain't in school. I don't know what the problem is, but this is stupid. I know you're not an LRLer. I know you are not in my Patreon because we love books. Jesus, lamb. Ooh. Let me let this girl finish telling her lie. Larry, why do you say it's a lie? Because the narrative shaping is lying. The truth is, he saw you, liked you, you saw him, liked him, you gave up your puss, and he took your puss Overton again. The story came out in June with Vashti. You felt a certain kind of way, you left the church. Now he's getting this church in Atlanta, look like his life moving on. It's like, God, like nothing takes him down. He always have this story. We always see him preaching. He's still doing good. Now somebody about to give him a church. And now you come out with this, talking out the side of your neck, when you should be over there dealing with this baby that's loud as hell that need a whooping. All right, let's go on.
That woman, he was like, she's going to text you and all you have to do is say yes, da, 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 da. Like, it was like a setup, like he knew how to set this thing right and set up the threesome. So we ended up meeting and basically the threesome happened, right? After that,
y'all, I can't. She know what she doing. Because church people hear threesome. Oh my God, you're supposed to be married just to one woman. You're only supposed to have sex with one person. This man is single. She's saying this person, it was probably Vashti. Because the same name that she's not naming. But it could be somebody else. Hell, I don't know. There are a whole lot of light-skinned women in Carn Church. But for a single man to want to have a threesome with adults, not kids, and y'all, these women are single. Carn is single. This is very human. So, Larry, are you saying that this is okay? That ain't what I said. Because if you're dealing with a leader in authority and their members that are out there, the power is imbalanced. So you sort of have control whether you know it or not. That may not even be in your heart. You may think you I have made this mistake. You may think you just friends and develop a relationship, but the reality is, if you their pastor, their prophet, their mentor, or maybe you just their friend that know a little bit more than them, you have to consider at least the possibility of the power dynamic not being the same. So, and if this ever went to a court, well, not this particular, but in a court, in most states, well, not really most states, because a lot of them got rid of. In some states still, well, definitely in Texas, I know. They say, well, because you are the pastor, anybody else that they may sleep with in a church is one thing, but you the pastor and they sleep with you, there is a law that prohibits that because of the power dynamic. So I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about just the humanity of this. I'm not interested in a threesome. If I'm in love with someone and really care a lot about them, let's take the love out. Let's suppose that I really enjoy fucking someone. and then I'm going to let somebody else get a piece of that. If that's what I want to do and I want to watch or participate in that and I like that kind of going on, okay, that's what y'all like to do. If everybody's in consent and everybody wants to do it, okay, fine. It's not wrong. It's just not what I want to do. What's mine is mine. And you're not getting none of what's mine. It's mine's with a Z. But if somebody decide to do that, I don't like it. I don't think it's right for me. But if that's what you want to do, and there's no harm being done, it's not my business. No, but the Bible said, the Bible is personal. It's for you to read, for you to understand, for you to apply the principles, not for you to understand and read and get the principles. Then take those principles, turn them into a bat, and start beating everybody else over here. You supposed to do this that I read and felt strongly about in the Bible. You going to hell. A person like, I ain't even read your Bible. I only care nothing about your Bible. I don't feel. This is what we do. It's in the programming in Christianity because it is a tool of erasure, to go into a place and wipe them out and establish it and say it's been found for the first time. Go into the history, the doctrine of discovery, those papal papers came from the Pope. What I'm telling you is the truth. Christianity, this version was created for the purpose of taking over areas. We are experiencing that right now. It ought not be so hard for you to see. It is Christianity that wants to take over our community. Well, that's not Christian. Yes, it is. It's the original version. No, it's Christian nationalism. This is something new. This is them returning to the root origin of Christianity, Western version. I really need for you guys to sit with that because I'm not lying. And it's in your face. Let's keep listening. I know it's a little tough to hear, but I ain't lying to you.
Him and I proceed to communicate, but then I send a text message like, hey, I don't know what this is, what this relationship is. I can't, I just don't know. I don't know what this is anymore, so I don't know what we're doing. So I ended up sending that text. He's like, I'm not going to chase you, yada, 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 whatever. Boom. I found out I'm pregnant, right? I didn't have the greatest moments in my life. And I had to let him know that he could be a potential father, potentially, like he could be one. Mind you, I had the worst stages of my life going there. So I take accountability for everything that I've done. I had a moment where I had pretty much almost like a one night stand. Whether it was that or whether it was with allegedly Prophet Brian Carn Jr. I proceed to let him know that I'm pregnant. He's like, oh.
Now, you don't want Larry Reid ears on stuff because I peep you. There's some bullshit. I don't even know if I'm going to watch the rest of this. I'm going to try. This is bull. You just told us you fucking raw other folk and Carn just one of the niggas that was getting it. Did anybody else hear that? Who let this girl get on this camera and make herself look stupid? Where's her friends? I quit hollering, Larry. She made herself look stupid. Use a hoe with a kid. This is my definition. And the reason why I say hoe is because hoes fruck foolishly. You not even wearing no condom. And to say potentially Carns, there's some wickedness here. Why bring the baby up? You don't know who the daddy is. If I was Carn, I would take that test with my chest out because this is a very liberal puss hole here. This puss hole is liberal. And you weren't the only one that was in this. Because she don't even know who her baby. I'm going to tell you, a woman, not a whore, a woman know who got her pregnant. Look, I got two sisters, a whole host of nieces, several female cousins, so many aunts, I can't even tell you. I know a woman know who got her pregnant. A hoe don't know. You need to put that in the chat. A hoe don't know. A hoe don't know. But a woman, she knows. Girl, you just told us everything we need to know. That's it. Good night. Well, I'm going to keep listening. But this live did what is her name? We don't even know. I don't know what your name is. What's her name, Nancy? Can you find out? A hoe don't know. That's another t-shirt statement, Larry. You full of them. A hoe don't know. Hoe don't know. That's so shame. You don't know who been in your hole? Girl, I'm so glad I married Lisa, got her pregnant. She gave me 2 kids, and that's it. These women out here are raggedy. I'm so glad I slept with a who? AdaiRa. She like Seraph. AdaiRa?
AdaiRa.
AdaiRa. That's pretty nice. Oh, she got 2 A's in her name. A-D. What, how you spell it? A-D what? A. Oh, this is, she's a creative and she's a free spirit. Brian Carn Church is not the kind of way she need to practice her spirituality. It's too square. She needs to be free, but she's probably scared of her freedom because of the results, and she probably still have a craving for some type of structure. She really needs an older man. But this ain't about her. I'm going into gematria in my mind and going into the prophetic sciences to try to find out who this child is. But it's not my business. Let's just keep doing the story. Let's listen. Let's listen to the lies. Because that's what it is. Well, no, it's facts, but it's a lie. It can be facts, but not the truth. There may be facts. What she said may be factual, but this is a whole lie. Okay.
know who's about. I'm like, I don't know, because the other guy was like the 16th of September, and me and him had sex September 26th. So it was like 10 days away. So I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know, like, what is going on here? Like, no matter who I was trying to move forward with, he always kind of came in, whatever. I let him know that I'm pregnant. He proceeds to state, well, why don't you consider, an abortion? Like, are you going to continue to drink? Are you still going to smoke or whatever? So I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel all this pressure on me. So in my head, I'm thinking maybe I should go ahead and schedule it. Immediately was like, nah, I'm not even going to go that route or go that way. I don't even want to go that route, because I can't live with the thought of doing something like that to my child. Well, he starts checking on me, periodically during the pregnancy, and the baby's here. I do everything alone. The entire pregnancy, I'm really more so focused on the other guy. We're going to call him John. So I'm not really thinking.
So we're going to protect the guy that's not known as much as Carn. So this whole live is all about Carn. You want Carn to be your baby daddy, but you don't know. You had some other man. Uh-oh, Lord. Because y'all know I'm a vault when people tell me stuff. I remember this girl name. Now, she lived with Vashti. Wait. Larry, come. It's going to go. Come on, Reid. Come on. All right. No, it's Vashti lives with her. Like, I think they end up moving in together. Okay, now, this girl was telling others that the baby daddy was somebody else. So, I'm just, oh my God almighty. Because I remember this story. Okay, so she was telling some people it was this other guy. Then she was telling other people it was Carn's. But the reality is she don't have no test. She didn't until recent start this is Carn thing and contacting him or sending word and talking around him saying, I need for you to take this test. Y'all are not going to believe what I'm about to tell you. And this is going off memory, and I ain't going to say allegedly because I think I'm right. She ain't got no money to sue me no way. Brian Carn done the consecration for that baby. And that man was there. This is memory. So this whole time of you dealing with Carn, you didn't even say there was a possibility of him being the father. This baby, the community thought was the other man. So now you're making it Carn's and coming live because he's not doing the test right now or something. Why not do the darn test with the other niggas you was fucking raw and just do any, many, mighty, darn mo. Catch a rabbit by the toe. That's what you should do. You didn't have to come live to try to strong arm him to go and do a test. Just do it on the other niggas. And if it ain't them, or is it because it's too many? I don't know, because the hoes don't know. All right, let's keep on going. Larry Reid and Sam saying this is a lie because the narrative has been intentionally shaped to make her look innocent and a victim and Carn look bad. I don't care that they're true facts. In fact, I don't think I have heard her yet say a fact that I don't believe is true. I, however, don't believe her truth to be the truth. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? All right, let's move ahead on. Because I've seen this. If I've been doing this job a while, baby, I see through you.
Anything of Prophet Brian Carn Jr. and really approaching him about it, because I'm like, it's impossible. There's no way that I could have he could be a potential option, even though I know they were only 10 days apart. And I take a full accountability for that. I'm not ashamed of anything that I've done. I'm just not. There's nothing that anyone can pick on me about, or like, I'm very open about it. And it's like from there, you know, after she was born, I'm doing everything on my alone, but a lot of the sisters from KCC, they were helping me a lot, which was tremendously amazing. Like, they just came in and they kind of stepped in, them not knowing that he could be a potential option. You know what I'm saying? Apparently someone did spread around that it was his child, but that was just them just spreading stuff around, probably because I was cute and whatever. So speed forward, I finally ended up approaching him this year, right, about a DNA test. He calls me a week later. Mind you, I did it through via text message. So he proceeded to call me a week later, and he's like, hey, I'm not ignoring you. I'm going to take the test. Like, I'm just letting you know that I'm not ignoring you. I'm going to take this DNA test for you. I'm like, oh, yes, finally. Like, I'm like, oh, yes, you know, finally, like, victory could finally be held just for my daughter, because none of this is about me. None of this is about them too. It's more so about my child and like her getting the justice that she needs. Also, with me having to do everything pretty much on my own without my parents, I'm so grateful that, you know, I was able to purchase a property and everything, like everything that pretty much on my own. I'm just so thankful that God presented me the opportunity to do these things. Well, next thing you know, like, I try to look to see if, like, I don't know, something told me to go back to our text messages. I go back to our text messages, it's completely green. So either his numbers change or I'm just blocked. Whatever. I find out that I could be potentially blocked, but then he still proceeds to call me from no caller ID. And he's like, hey, I'm just checking on you. I don't want anything. He would call me from no caller ID. So my current boyfriend that I have now was like, oh no, this ain't gonna happen. So I was like, oh, well, you can answer the calls, honey. He's like, nah, you got to change your number. You can't be just getting these calls and it's 10 o'clock at night, whatever. So I'm like, okay, well, you know, I'm going to change my number. I changed my number immediately. After that, I never got any calls or anything like that. So months go by. I'm like, dang, man, I really need justice for this child. Like, she doesn't deserve to like not know who her father is, you know? So for me, I'm like, I got to do what I got to do. I go to the child support enforcement office and I finally fill out an application and I put his information on it. And I go and fill it out for the other man, John, as well. And I put his name on the application because I said, no, I can't just go after the one guy. They were only 10 days apart. Like, I have to make sure it's even. It's not because of who he is. Like, I get it. But at the same time, my daughter needs the justice and that she deserves. Like, you have a whole life pastor that's preaching on a pulpit, but dodging a DNA test behind the scenes. Mind you, I have to sit there and watch all this unfold. And I'm just so kind. But I'm like, girl, it's been 2 years now. Your daughter's 1 year old. You need to figure out this. You need justice for your daughter. And it's all about her. It's not about any of them, right? So I called the case manager about like a couple weeks ago. And she's like, hey, I just sent out the letter. Like, you know, and I was like, oh my gosh, okay. Like, you sent out the letter. So for me, I know that the letter potentially got sent or is getting sent, but mind you, I still don't have justice for my daughter, you know, because I didn't have that much of a cooperable men, you know, because of the decisions and things that I've decided to make, which I take full accountability for that. But but I've gotten the help that I needed. You know, I took the step to take therapy, and I started taking therapy over the situation. And I got completely sober. I am going on about to be 6 months of being sober from alcohol, from smoking vape, smoking weed. Like, I'm completely sober, and I thank God for just changing my life around. If it wasn't for my current boyfriend that is such an advocate for me and my child, I wouldn't have been able to take those steps. But you do have to change your environment in order to be like in that state of being like completely sober. So all this is going on. Mind you, earlier this year, I had taken the girl, Vashti. I took in Vashti. I could speak about her because she's like the only one that ever came out about him. Probably the first one that ever came out openly about Prophet Brian Carn Jr., right? Shout out to Vashti. She's such a beautiful spirit, man. She's just so beautiful. I took her in and I had to see her crying on my couch, crying about certain allegedly things that went on that she had to find out about. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Like, I was like, you know, remember when we all had our thing, our situation back in 2023? Well, I was like, I can't prove to you the things that you're finding, but I can affirm you that me and him did talk back in 2023. She was like, oh my gosh, you know, like, she sat there and had to hear that story. And mind you, I'm taken, and I was trying to protect her in a sense. Well, the way that situation went down was some women ended up calling her, I guess, and they got a hold of her, and she found out even more things. And that allegedly is how she ended up even making the post. Shout out to her. Vashti is a very kind individual, by the way. And she's such a sweet person. And I just feel really bad for like everything that like happened to her. And I was like, I don't know. It was just, it was horrible. Like the months that I took her in, like, we had an amazing time. She really ended up becoming like a real sister to me, but it was really sad just me seeing things that I saw. And like, it wasn't the greatest moment. Like, it was just kind of sad. That's how much of a
I'm not going to put my mind through any more of this. Did y'all hear this girl talking about justice for her baby? When she has not... there's something that happens when these women forget about the real world. Let's move all of the church and the pastor stuff out the way, the prophet stuff. Let's move all of that out the way and let's look at what this is. Y'all all was fucking the same man. We all know Carn like women. His penis out of darn control. That's what I said about Jamal. I used to say it, but he married now, so let it be. But it's out of control. He's them light women, nice shape, and in his ministry, and they're coming for him. And I saw somebody in the comments about pastors do not need to sleep with their members. Okay, got it. But let's put something with that. Members should not sleep with their pastor and tell it like they're a victim. We got to say the whole statement. Pastors shouldn't sleep with their members, and members shouldn't sleep with their pastor and go tell it like they're a victim. You wanted the pastor, and the pastor wanted you, and y'all fucked. It don't matter if you're married, don't matter about the Bible, don't matter about the scripture. None of that matters. You wanted each other, and everything's fine until it stops or you find out you're not the only one. That is what this is. It's not anything else. This is not the time to my, Carn ought to be shaming himself, Carn ought to be shaming himself. No, this girl ought to be shaming herself for sleeping with her pastor and to come out here and telling like she a victim. When by her own admission, he didn't do nothing to her but bust her down. And sound like when Vashti got other word from other women that he was screwing, you heard it and was upset too. When you had went behind Vashti back after y'all had that threesome with Carn to get you a little bit more pain. Girl, come on now. I think you a hoe. Vashti, I think isn't. I remember going through that story. But you coming across like a calculating hoe. I'm just saying. And it's probably a blessing you left that church. I'm going to say this to all the women in Brian Carn's life, whether you in the church or not. You ain't the only one. I'm going to say it one more time. Every woman in Brian Carn's life, whether you in this church or not, you're not the only one. And you know it. You're not stupid. Women are the most intelligent people, creatures in the orbit. You know it. I am telling you, as someone who has covered Carn for years, know Carn, and deal with Carn, that you are not the only one. I don't know no other way to say it. Maybe we all put in the chat. If you are sleeping with Carn, you are not the only one. And just so if they in here watching, you're not, and you know it. Now, you need to make a decision today if you want to stay a part of the collection. Because he's single, he don't have to choose one. And hell, the whole internet know that Carn ain't no one-woman man. Well, hasn't been one, and clearly isn't right now. So don't come out here. Don't another one come out here and tell us a thing about Carn. I don't care how many years you've been waiting for him to make you a wife. We don't want to hear it no more. Unless you're going to come out here and say that he hit you, beat you, raped you. Now then you come, I want you to come straight to me. Because then I'm going to cuss Brian Carn out where nobody know nothing about it. Then then we're going to do the interview and the story. And I'm going to drag them some more. But coming out here talking about these pastors and stuff that are single because you laid down on your back, you sat down upon it because you wanted to, and now you want us to have empathy for you because he's not choosing you or you find out there's somebody else. Why are you doing a threesome with a man that ain't even made you his main? Y'all just having fun. So don't come out here and make it look like something. Justice for your baby? No, you need justice for your puss hole that you have used over and over and never gave it the validation of knowing who's the father that impregnated your personal vagina. You need justice for your puss. Because you're just letting it get beat down, and you don't know who these people is. Now you don't know who your daddy is. And you come and have about Carn, potential father. You don't have no friends, because I would not have allowed you to come live and do this to yourself because you look stupid. You're absolutely stupid. Carn is not wrong. So my lady just coming from Carn. Listen, I said the same thing about Jamal Harris and Bryant, and I don't know him. We don't even... if we be in the same room like we have several times, we don't even speak. So that ain't the case. It's my judgment. I'm older now. I'm 47. I've seen more. No, this is pointless. You wasting our time. Don't play in our face out here no darn more. Find another way to get you a check. Just ask Carn for money. It seems like he nice. How much you need? Justice for the baby. Yeah. The baby need to be saved from your ass. Because you stupid. And why is you out here doing this live with bangity, 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 baby, 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 bangity in the back? You neglecting, you showing us who you are. Okay, Larry, stop now. You're doing too much. But I feel very passionate about this guy. I don't like it. And I don't like kissing and telling. So this is a little bit personal. I'm a little bit personal, but I don't like kissing and telling. Y'all know what? I'm going to ask y'all a question. Why is my side hurting? Oh, coughing. Oh, yeah. I must have pulled something. Oh, yeah. When I do that, it hurts. Do y'all think if Carn and AdaiRa, or Carn and Vashti were in a good place and it was still going on, do y'all think this would be on the internet? I want you to think about that. This one will be on the internet. Ain't no crime being committed. This just fucking young folk. These are all cheering. In their 30s or lower. She's 38. She's still young. You know, a woman get older, you know, her libido. Huh? Why you come tell me what somebody say in the chat when you ain't even vetted what they said? Oh, Lord have mercy. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. 3. She ain't no 38 years old. Carn ain't even 38. I don't think. Not yet. No. She wanted to be, Vashti wanted to be the main. If you know a woman that is right now in a sexual relationship with Brian Carn, please tell her that Larry Reid said that Carn is not a one-woman man. The day he becomes a one-woman man, we will know it. Hell, we might all go to the wedding just so we won't have to hear these stories no more. Celebrate the fact that it's going to be over. And I don't know if he's the type of dude that can be with one woman. Because as I said earlier, and I know you guys don't like it, biologically, men are less naturally monogamous than women. Just look at the biology of it. We produce millions of sperm every single day. We can create a child with zero effort. In comparison to a woman making a child. We can impregnate her and go that same hour and go impregnate somebody else. If you look at the biology, men are less naturally monogamous and wired to populate. Women are more naturally prone to monogamy. She get pregnant by one man. It takes up 10 months of her life. It take us 10 minutes and we go do it again. I know it's difficult to hear because of church brain, but this is just the biology. that we're looking at that's speaking to us, telling us about monogamy. When a man gets in a one-partner relationship and only has sex in that relationship, there was a study that was done years ago. The men in a relationship sleeping with one person, their testosterone is always 20 to 30% lower. But if a man is sleeping with more than one person, his testosterone is higher. This is across ages, cultures, languages. This is a Harvard study, I think it was. My God, it's hurting my side. So the sex act for the woman cost her more than it cost us. Look at the biology. Why is that? Because we meant to sow seed and spread it. Also, in sex, women have what you call oxytocin bonding. So the release that comes out of the brain, and there's some women that tell you, oh, I can have sex and not get attached. Biologically, it's not true. We can have sex and not get attached. But a woman or anyone that has feminine energy, so that's you two bottoms, there's a part of your brain that gets involved, the part that releases the oxytocin. And when that gets released, it actually helps you to attach and to trust and desire even the more from that man, particularly stability from that man. So what we're seeing these women do online could be the result of that oxytocin release when they were having sex that made her want stability from that man that he didn't give her. That's chemical. We're just discussing biology. I don't care what your Bible say. This is biology. Okay, let me just stop. I'm going into something else. And I'm talking off the top of my head, and I don't want to mix up facts and then somebody try to come back and use and say you was wrong about this, which ain't never happened on my platform. In fact, it happened one time, and I said I was wrong, and I looked up and stood and I said, no, you wrong. I was right. Yeah, so that's the reality, you guys. Listen, I know you enjoyed this, and today is the 9th day of what is it? December, which is the closure month. It's the washing away of the energy for the year and then going into prep mode for the energy that we want to take into 2023. If you liked this and enjoyed this, I want you to do $12.90. 12 is December. You know, 12 also speaks of the apostolic and the apostles. It also speaks of government authority. It speaks of access. It speaks of political power, gubernatorial power. And then that 9 represents a new start. It also represents the open womb of the universe to cause something to come forth. So the open womb of the universe is almost like that the universe will push out whatever is your prophetic promise, your desire, and inspire you to launch it anytime the 9 shows up, because the 9 deals with new start and new birth. 8 is the beginning of a new beginning. The 9 is a new beginning. You see? So that's the 12. And then the O for the 0, that is the number of woman. Symbolic of her womb, of the egg, and also it's symbolic of her co-creation power as God's hand. The world was made by a woman. Her name was Wisdom. And so it's necessary to have a woman if you want to start, build, and do anything, because she has the unlimited wherewithal to birth any and every idea that is under the sun. Yep. She sure do. So $12.90. If you enjoyed this platform, here we go. This is the way that you're able to say, great show, great conversation. If you leave without donating, you're letting us know that you are a ungrateful, raggedy thief. There are 2,107 of you that are watching. I think we can get at least 200 people. I see what you're saying. All right. You test me, Nancy? I don't care nothing about what she's saying. I don't care. Hey, Orlando. Boy, we getting more and more of them cars that be driving around by their darn self. Oh, my baby sister watching. This is so good. Alcoholism is a disease. After long use of it, it will always be there. You have to change your lifestyle. Talk, Creisha. I might need to ask Leandria, can you have her number? Y'all support each other. My sister's battling alcoholism, and it is a disease. And that's not why I feel so passionate about it. I was talking about this before I even knew that she was battling with that, because she hid it for a while. Oh, let me put that back up. I ain't got the phone to where I can see what y'all doing. So let me put it back up. Yeah, can you go get it right quick? Thank you, Dominique. He's using his position to take advantage of the women. That is inappropriate to say. We don't know. We need to talk to some of the women that say that he targeted me, groomed me, and made me give him his puss. Now, I see Bishop Demetrius Senegal. He says that's what he does. I mean, I don't know. Ain't no woman. Let me say this. But this is how fair I am. If there's somebody out there, male or female, that has been raped, taken control of, and they stole your puss, they stole your bus, and they a pastor and a preacher, and you still in the church hiding it, and you ready to come out, call me. But if you weren't raped and y'all was in a relationship and you continued to have sex for a long period of time and you got upset after once, either you got fired, y'all stopped doing it, fell out of love, don't call me. Because I'm going to skin you up one side, down the other side. Because I know what that is. I had to go to court. This is coming from experience. I've been in a position to where I'm up here telling what somebody have given me evidence of. And then when I get to court and both sides are talking, I said, this is a relationship. Girl, why do you make me feel like this man just, because he left me. He didn't secure me. That was because that oxytocin released when she was having sex that made her want and desire stability from him. It's biological. It's not a crime. It'll never make him wrong for leaving you and not want to be with you. You gave him your puss. You may have gave him the best times of the best years of your life, the best version of you. You made that decision. I know it hurt. Been there, done that. God knows. Don't let me go into that tonight. That will really make this a huge show. I've been there and I did that. But let's not make this some spiritual, horrible thing. It's raggedy that she out here talking. It's raggedy if none of them have talked, if these ladies are thinking that they are going to be the one. I don't think, I'm going to tell you the truth. Looking back all the way back to Cousins and stuff, I don't know if these men actually tell these women that you're going to be the only one. I think they assume it because of the secrecy and the novelty of it, which is attractive. Shh. Listen, it can be somebody you are having regular sex with anyway. But if you and that person you having sex with run out there in the balcony and you don't know if they was able to see you or not, and you do a quick bend me over and hit it from the back, that makes it a little bit more. Okay, oh my God, you got. Did you finish? Mm-hmm. I finished. Just a little bit. And then when that stopping is gone and you still thinking back to the nights and that one time when he flipped you that way, that'll make you a little crazy. It make you come out here on the internet and lie. Shoot. I can't wait to see the day where a woman that was in a situation like this in a pastor's church come and tell the truth. Oh, hold on, that did happen. What was that woman I interviewed? Oh, I kept her identity. I know who she is. They were doing the John Gray thing. But they didn't have sex. He just ate her box, according to her. But yeah. And she like, yeah, I knew we were married and or he was about to get married. And so he hit me up after he got married. That's what she said. We don't know what truth is. After they got married, you know, he still wanted to do stuff, but I couldn't do it because I was married. Then she come out and tell us. Number one, the way she told that story is the reason why she had my respect. Because she was like, you know, it's basically that he got married. We had just messed around right before. And that hurt. But yeah, he didn't. I was in. If things didn't happen the way it happened with him getting exposed online, I probably would have never came out and said anything about it. But it was the people talking about it, so somebody would just tell me and free my soul. I can respect that. Okay, let me keep this up. I don't know what's happening. Oh, I got the wrong phone. Did you bring me the black one? Oh, yeah. Okay, here it is. Don't know what it is that I feel. Booty. Thank you so much, Chandra, Leslie Clardy, Shamika Corso, Naomi Brown, Fontaine. Oh, there's a whole bunch. Oh, okay, I see. Y'all still coming in. You're coming. Thank you so much. Hey, Bonita Bannis. It's in you in a while. Make sure y'all don't leave without doing something. I said $12.90, but whatever you want to do, whatever you can afford to do, will be fine and welcomed. Thank you so much for supporting. It is a sickness to think you're the one without a verbal contract. To think you're the one without a. Oh yeah, I agree with that. That's why I agree with that. Okay, I miss. Oh, thank you for new members. Good, because I got some stuff to say in just a little bit. Torrance, rather. Dex, thank you. Thank you for $2. Thank you. Desiree, welcome. You got a lot to get. Okay, so there was something that happened online day before yesterday, or maybe 3 days ago. Some stuff was exposed publicly that I had said in members only. And I was asked first, could they share? And I said, yeah, they could. And it was in my members only because I was responding to someone that done a live and lied on me. So I told the truth on them in my members only. And another platform, Conscious TV, y'all know who it is. It's been around for 6 or 7 years of the platform. But we argue, don't talk for months. Then argue, not talk for months. We're going to try to fix that, but it's just, it happens. Because we're a little bit different in our communication, but our ethics and values and standards are the same. Conscious TV is the one that all the court cases and stuff I ever dealt with online on YouTube, he always, in fact, I won all of mine. He is a key part and reason for me winning all of my cases that I ever had to deal with. And he actually dealt with the lawyers. And so he went live and laid that thing out. So I went in my live and I talked. I was laying down in the bed, so the angle ain't that nice on my face and torso and stuff, but hell, I gave it a lie. I wasn't feeling good at the time. And I shared some things that will fill in the blanks. I will not share these things publicly unless there is a need to. So you only can hear it in members only. Now, there's so much over there because we started this like 2 months ago. But the last live in members only, go check that out. If you're one of the LRLs that missed the way I used to do LRL, over there in members only, it's raggedy. It's raggedy. You'll enjoy it. Wow. Okay, good. And so there's that. Now, what I hope for AdaiRa and also for, AdaiRa just gave a, well, hey there, how you doing? You probably a strong chick, so you can take everything I said. And I'm going to say this, too, since I know you're watching. AdaiRa, I don't think you have no friends. But if you do and they're just not as smart as me, please listen to me. If you know any woman that Carn is dealing with in that church, past or present, tell everybody they are not the only one. That's number one. Number two, do yourself a favor, delete all of them videos. I don't know how many, I only got one. And not delete, make it private where nobody can watch it. You don't know if you may need it for something else, I don't know. And I want you to go and get DNA tests on the others. Cancel them out. I don't know how much it costs. Hell, you know what I do? Email me, LarryReidLive@gmail.com. Let me know the doctor, the location, and the price. I got you. I'll pay for it. Find out who your baby's father is and cancel all of that out. If you test all these men and Carn still ain't did that test, after you cancel that out, you email me that same LarryReidLive@gmail.com. Mm-hmm. Now, because we ain't going to play that. That we ain't going to play. But it was not, in my opinion, smart for you or a good look for you to come out here and do this concerning him when you don't know if he is absolutely the baby daddy. This wasn't right. It wasn't right to do. I don't know if Carn done something to you to harm you. You didn't put it in the live. But if he's wrong in that respect, baby, you tell all them women, they all can call me. But we don't trust him because I'm not connected to nobody to where I don't tell them the truth. The only reason why I won't come out here and just tell y'all everything concerning my mentor, the stuff he been online, my former mentor up the line, is because he was my former mentor and we were friends. So I built him on this platform. I don't want to use this platform to then destroy him or tear him down. But he keep running his mouth and talking about me, so make me have to go to my members only to tell everything over there. But I won't never do on this public platform. Coming on this public platform, YouTube, and telling your truth, you subject yourself to people scrutinizing. And I am a person that'll go over your situation with a fine-tooth comb and care nothing about your feelings. But I'm fair. So if you test these other men and then he won't do you no test for you to find out, you call me. You let me know and it will be done. If you need help, that's the things. I slept around some, but I do you right. I did call you a hoe. I meant what I said because that's how I see it. If you having sex with people in 2025 with no condom and letting them in inside of you Overton, you're talking about it was 10 days different. That generation different. I got daughters. I got one 20 and one 22 years old. I know y'all generation a little bit different. I'm 47, so I'm almost like with that generation that's a little bit, square, but I ain't. I'll help you find out who your baby daddy is. Larry Reid Live at gmail.com. I mean, I'll drop the link if you want to come on and say something. You can, but you may not want to because of what I said. I meant what I said. I'm not taking it back. Unless there's information I get that I didn't have, then I have to adjust it. But from what I see and my leaks in y'all ministry and stuff, none of the women around there need to think they're the only one, because you're not. Okay, I just dropped the link, baby. She said, yes, so I can defend myself. Okay. All right, I got you. I was about to go to sleep. She's not what?
She said she's not offended.
She not what? Okay, good. That's good. Hit the link, baby. We sitting right here. And I meant what I said. I'm a man of my word. If you need the help, and you in Charlotte, right? I might already know a facility and have connection. I might can get it done free, actually. I got a whole group of lawyers in Charlotte. All right, here she go, y'all. Now, nobody in the chat be mean. God, my point of view is I hit her. So we're gonna be nice. We're gonna be kind. We're gonna hear her out because there's probably some stuff we ain't seen. And if I end up having to apologize to her, I will. Okay? Are y'all ready? Y'all gonna be respectful? All right. Okay, Celestial Circle said, give it sound, beloved. I see you, AdaiRa, I'm coming. I'm just setting the atmosphere so you don't get disrespected. Thank you. Naida say that. All right. Okay, everybody saying they're going to be respectful. Everybody agree? Respect? Oh, this is Vashti. It's hard to not think you're the only one when he's lying to you as if he's faithful and committed and telling you you're insecure for... Now, hold on now. Nah, don't you tell me that man said that. I'm not accepting what you're saying as the truth, but I am reacting to this as your truth. Vashti, if Carn told you, I personally told Carn years ago, do not tell any of these women that they are the one or deal with them like they are the one. Be very clear. If what you're saying to me is true, he's dead ass wrong. But that link is for you and her. Let me drop that link again. Because I need to know. And Larry Reid is fair. She said, and did. Lord, help me not to get mad. I said, I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I see. I see, baby. All right. Can you tell me how to say your name? I may need my headphones. Or is everything okay?
My actual name is Amber, but my artist name is AdaiRa, so that's what it. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me get my headphones. Cause I think they're
It's a feedback.
No, it's for them. It's not you. Hold on. Let me get my
I know I have a comb in here somewhere.
All right, we're good now. All right, so how do I say your actual name is Amber?
Yeah, that's my actual name.
Turn that down, that speaker. Just unplug it. I don't need to hear it. Okay, so, and you said, hold on, you an artist? You an artist?
Yeah, I put that at the back burner right now, but my name is Amber.
Oh, okay. And your artist name is AdaiRa.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. All right, you got the floor. What I messed up, fill me in.
Oh no, I was just here to like join and like if anything is said contrary to, I was just gonna speak my opinion.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
you just getting in the live.
Yeah, I'm just getting on the live.
Oh man. Okay, well let's do this. How about you and Vashti connect with each other, watch my live, hit me back, and we can come back on live. Not tonight,
Okay.
but we can come on. We can come on like whenever day you free, so that we can hear from you. Now I'm gonna go ahead and tell you when you go back.
Because I feel like some things that I stated, I didn't do it very clearly in that moment when it was in when I was in like the heat of the moment or whatever. So yeah, I would love to come back and clarify some things because I wasn't sleeping with a bunch of men. Like, so I just want to clarify a few things that was probably said and stated, but I will be very transparent and I don't mind telling the truth.
Okay, let me say this. When you go back and listen there, I called you a hoe.
I'm definitely not a hoe. That's one thing I can defend myself and restate. That's not the case, and that
But
is
let me tell you
not.
why I said it.
Yeah, I want to know
Because
why.
because I have two daughters, and what I tell my daughters is this, and they don't listen either. Cause I told them just the other day, y'all moving like hoes. You should not. How old are you, baby?
Well, back then I joined at 24. I was going on 25. Now I'm about to be 29 years old. So I came
Okay,
out years
you
later.
very young. So you're very young. I'm 47. Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
I think no woman should be sleeping with anybody unprotected. And I often say to them and on my platform, and this is bottoms included,
Wait, but I
no,
feel like you should know the full story. But I feel like you should know that there was condoms involved with both. So like before anyone can speak and say like what they want, I feel like I gotta clear that. Like I mean, keep going.
okay.
You, go ahead and be. I'm gonna be very transparent.
Yeah, but that's but yeah, that wasn't in your video, so
I
we
know
didn't know
that's
that.
because I was in the heat of the moment. I just wanted to
Got it.
clarify that.
Okay, got it. I'm glad you said that. So
So I
let me
was
say
shocked.
this.
So I was like, "What the? Why is this test thing?" I was like, "Oh Lord, Jesus."
So let me say this. I apologize to you for calling you a hoe because you were not out here frucking with no condom with a whole lot of men.
No, not even a whole lot. There was not
Yes.
even a whole lot. It was that one guy when I had got really, really lit, and then it was Carn. So it wasn't a
Right.
whole lot.
Okay.
Let's clarify that.
Okay. Well, are you hearing me say I apologize to you though?
Oh yeah, I accept your
Okay.
apology
All right.
for sure.
All right. So
I
that's
accept
not.
it.
That's about the only thing that I think I said that could be offensive. Everything else, in my opinion. Okay, so when was the baby born?
June 13th, 2024.
When did you ask Carn for a DNA test?
It was probably around like the end of June.
The end of June of 2024?
Yeah, it was probably around the end of June. I'll have to
after
go
the
back
baby
and
was born?
retract. Allegedly, I'll have to go back and retract my text message. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Gotcha. I got you.
Yes,
You're
sir.
going off memory. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
have you tested the other man?
Yeah, in the video, I said I sent it to them both because the entire time I wasn't even considering Carn at all because I was like, "There's no way." In my mind, I was like, "Nah, ain't no way." So I was really only focused on the other person. So the other person I was on from the very jump. Like I was like asking him the whole time. His name is William. I know people are like, "Why she hide his name? Why she hide his name?" I'm like, "Why did I hide his name?" But yeah, his name is William.
That was another thing I said. I said, why you hiding his name? Because it
Right.
made it look like
I
a money
wasn't
grab.
logically. Yeah, I wasn't.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So you said that in telling the story, you were really in the moment, and you're like, why did I hide his name? But his name is William. Okay.
Right, exactly.
Is his last name McCray?
I'm not answering anything. I'm not gonna answer.
That was a joke. William McCray, I don't believe like no puss. Okay, but anyway.
I know.
Now, why? And I know this is very generic, but I really want to know, what was the last straw that made you say, I'm going live and I'm going to tell it?
For me, it was about, I'm trying to watch my wording because this caught me off guard because somebody just sent it to me randomly. I'm trying to watch my wording. I'm trying to really be careful with my words.
Okay. Well, you don't have to be careful. We cuss and everything on this platform.
Oh, no. I'm just trying to be careful. That's all. I'm just trying to be careful.
Okay.
Yeah, certain things I probably won't answer just because I don't want to dig a rabbit hole.
I understand.
Yeah.
But, so you can't answer what was the reason why you finally decided I'm going to go live?
I'm not going to give a clear answer on that.
Okay. I understand that. All right.
It's not that I can't, because I can, but I just don't
Okay.
feel the need to, yeah.
Okay. Do you think that Brian Carn is a predator?
I'm not going to answer that.
Okay. All right. No problem. Do you feel as though he is using his position in his church to fuck the women in his church?
I can't answer that.
You can't. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah. Oh, well, you know what I'm going to do? LarryReidLive@gmail.com. If you can get the other guy to agree to it, if nobody has the finances to do it, let me know. I will make sure that it's paid for and let y'all know where you show up in Charlotte. So I'll do that. Another thing is, take a moment, review what I said, and if you want to come back on, you can use my platform to speak your piece so that it's very clear. Because my platform, it goes straight into the entire black church and black Hollywood instantly. So that'll be who you'll be talking to. So once you review what I've said and you want to come back, also the same thing I am offering Vashti. If she wants to come on, yes, she can come on to get her story very clear and out there as well. I am open to that. All right?
Alrighty.
All right, so
Okay.
my email is larryreedlive@gmail.com. If you email me before the end of the night,
LarryReedlive@gmail.com.
yeah,
Okay.
REID, like LA Reid. So Larry Reid
Okay.
Live. Email me, send me your number. I text you from my number. Don't give it to nobody. Don't even give it to God.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, see you later.
Okay, see you later.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
We got a few things cleared up. You see why it's so important for you to, you see why it's so important for you to talk to the people that this stuff is that involve these people? Because like she left, she said she didn't even know why she didn't say the man's name. To me, that was like, so why you hiding him? But now we got the clarity. It's very interesting that she didn't want to answer key important questions that has been circulating around concerning Carn and this church. Because there were people, I heard somebody sent me, actually somebody I know, sent me a video of somebody I know. And they said sex trafficking. And I was saying, okay. So we need to ask certain questions to see what's the dynamic behind the scene. And so if anybody wants to share with me, my platform is open. I'm fair. I won't never forget when Bloom was being accused of something for somebody. And the person that I was dealing with, I told them, yeah, you can come on and tell your story, but Bloomer has to be there because he's saying what you're saying is a lie. So we can't use the platform to only tell your story because that's going to be damaging because the platform has a reach. So he got to be there to say that's not true. So anybody concerning any story that I have discussed, not one that I don't care about, and you want to use my platform from where I said what I said about your story for you to say what your truth is. And that could give us information that we need to know before we draw our conclusions. And see, the thing about putting your personal life on the internet, you put yourself in a place to where you're scrutinized, not just the person you're telling us about. So I'm very open to that, and you need to make sure it happens before I'm out of the country, because y'all know I don't stay in America all the time. So let me know. Email LarryReedLive@gmail.com, and we'll go from there. You said call Carn. Let me tell you something. Carn go to everybody else's platform except mine. And there's a reason. He was just on Willie Moore. And he made a statement to Willie Moore. And Willie Moore said, you having the kids? He said, no. I said, wait. I said, no, we're not doing that. I called him immediately. I said, why you lying? And there was a reason why he said no. And I said to him, you still lie. And he hollered laughing. He said, but I made the baby mama a promise because she didn't want people to know that, because it's just too much attention in the area that they're in because he's well known. I said, okay, I understand that, but you still lie. You need to find another way to answer that question, because that just ain't right. See, I'm different, clearly, than anybody else that I know that's in this type of work. Because if you now there's some stuff I'm allowed, I be knowing but like if I can tell the truth and it doesn't harm or uncover anybody else, I'm gonna get you can get the truth. If it uncover me, I don't care. So you can get the truth. But if it uncovers somebody else, I might not tell that. But if I can tell the truth and it don't harm nobody involved, oh yeah, you gonna get the raw truth more than what you expected. So yeah, me calling Carn to ask them to come on, that's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Oh, I can type now. You couldn't type before, baby? Oh, so that's your real name, Amber. That's her, right? Yeah. It wouldn't let me type because I was on YouTube. Oh, okay. Yeah, on YouTube you have to be subscribed to talk. All right. Yeah, on the YouTube you have to subscribe. How come YouTube don't say get in subscriber mode? I mean, or subscribe so you can talk. Okay. All right, let me see. Just like he used to lie about being single and we used to get into it about it. I told him, just don't answer if you don't want to protect us. It's all about protecting himself. I understand that, Vashti, but most men, like, well, see, I got to consider what you said. But most men, if they're not married, they're going to say they're single, even if they're going steady with somebody else. But considering what you said earlier, he sort of, well, he at least dated you, like it was like exclusive, the illusion of being exclusive, the illusion of a future. Ooh, see, that's looking manipulative to me. And we had that conversation. I can't help it. You act like I ain't lying for nobody. And I'm not taking your side just because I know you and like you. Nope, not doing that. That sounds manipulative. But we'll get the rest of it. Vashti, girl, email me and text me. Or you email me your number that I get in contact with you guys. And we create the conversation. But I want to be able to get your answer to the question, do you think, because that's what's been said, and that is a concern, because there are some people who I believe come to the church to violate people, because you can do it so easy hiding in the church. I'm not saying I think that about Carn, but it's been said. So we need to see if there's any truth to this or why this has been said, because it looks like it in this situation or in that situation. So I want y'all to think about answering those questions, because we need to know. We need to know, because it's out here. Let me see. No number, sir. Y'all, I have a phone for that. That's the LRL phone. Not the number. Let me tell you. It's funny. And in any other situation, I'll be cussing y'all out. Cause I don't like about trying to tell me what to do. But I know where it's coming from. Y'all just need being as you are. It's okay, fine. Protect me. Y'all, I am not Carn. So, thank you, Amber. I like that. It's time somebody tell the truth. Exactly, and Naomi, that's what they do. Carn been throwing it in a circle when them light-skinned women getting apartments and cars from him in Jacksonville, Florida. Oh, that's right, Joy. You from Jacksonville, Florida, so you know a little something. You'll come on now, baby? Okay, let me drop this link for you, Vashti. Lord, Larry, you're going to be up all night. Y'all, there ain't going to be no prayer in the morning. What's my Wednesday? Oh, yeah. Give me one of my gummies. Now, I ain't going to do prayer tomorrow. We at my second gummy time. I ain't going to be able to get it unless I just happen to be up before 8. Vashti, the link is just for Vashti, not nobody else. Yeah, just give me one of them now. Yeah, that is funny. He's from the South. Isn't Carn from the South? We was light-skinned girl struck. That's how I ended up with a light-skinned girl with 2 children. Say again? Okay. I got it. Lord, I just want to thank you. Yeah. I wanna thank you for being so good to me. So good to me. Oh wow, Joe. You've been my friend when I was hungry. Vashti, did you see the text, baby? You know what I just got a taste for? Neck bones. Okay, I see you, Vashti. Neck bones. All right, baby, can you hear me? Oh shoot. Let me
I
get
can
the
hear you.
All right, Vashti, can you say something?
Yes, can you hear me?
I hear you perfectly.
Okay. I'm already a
Okay,
little
am I
stirred
saying
up
your name
today.
right?
Yes, you are.
Okay, good. What are you gonna say?
I said he didn't already pissed me off today because uh audio has came to me with him denying some things to his pastors, um, with the statement that what I posted, some of it is true, but a lot of it is extremely exaggerated. And I don't even know why he would even play that way. So I'm already pissed today. And I'm going to be honest, Larry, he know this. I actually did not like you at all. Didn't. I didn't like, of course, because of the exposure and stuff like that. And now it's like the shoe is on the other foot. So I wanted to just be transparent and say that. But it is a lot of stuff that I keep hearing and being told to me that he is lying in private to many different people, to his peers more so.
What do you think is its purpose for liar?
Is to protect himself, his image. I believe he's image driven. Everything is to protect him and his name. He cannot stand to look bad or to look like he's the culprit in anything. He can't take that. Is Have he apologized to me about things before and about, when we would get into certain things? Yes, I would get apologies sometimes about certain things, but when it comes to confronting him about women, he have not always been forthcoming.
In my mind, he doesn't have to be forthcoming to someone he's not exclusive with. Did he tell you or create the image that is just you and him?
Yes, in the beginning, oh, I was about to go way back to 2015.
You
But
should.
okay, so in the beginning, first of all, I'm not a church girl, wasn't raised up in a church, okay? Didn't even know what a prophet was, don't know. I went to a service with my mama, okay? So that's
Got it.
that. I didn't read the Bible, I don't know. What is a prophet, okay? But just moving into our relationship when he pursued me, first and foremost, I didn't come to church for Carn. A lot of women don't go to church for Carn, like people think. I guess they assume that when you're attractive. But that wasn't my story. But bef- before we even became intimate, he gave me a prophetic word. He told me the position I would have in his life, that we're meant to be together. God said this. Um, I was to be his wife. He said that was just me and him. Of course, over the years, I've forgiven much, and learned that it wasn't always me and him, but I would just be like, okay, he's going through a process. He's going through this process. But yes, he had said to me and made me believe that we are in a committed relationship. Anytime I would confront him about women, we've broken up before because I confronted him about a woman. He would call me insecure. Um, the devil is coming up after my mind. Um, just would deny like a lot of it, most of it. Have he been honest about some things or about some people if he dealt with them or had history with them in the past? Yes, but he will always make it be like it's the past. But some of them that I found out about was not the past. Actually, our years overlap. It's people that he's been with longer than me, longer than me. Um, it's a lot of participants. I'm sure that y'all heard about the freak offs and stuff like that. I wanted to clear up something that she said because people was like, oh, because I took her in, was we like bumping coochies and stuff like that? No, it was nothing like that. Nothing like that at all. Our experience was just one time, which I'm ashamed. It's shameful to admit these things. Nobody wanna have to talk about stuff like this. It's no joy in exposing this because it's exposing ourselves. Okay, it's not even about destroying him. He don't take accountability, and that's what the purpose for me that all of this is for, because there's so many women, not just me, that he said, oh, you're my wife. He, yes, an engagement ring. I don't know if he showed you, yes, an engagement ring.
He didn't
And
tell
now
me that.
at this point, I don't know who is it. Was it really for me or was it a holding ring? Or is it just for any other option that will just choose to stay? I don't even trust that anymore. But yes, it was that. But he it's women who came to me who have communicated that, I guess I'll say allegedly, that he told them they're his wife, so forth and so on. And I did try to talk to his pastor, tried to reach out through his assistant, never heard back from her, not sure why.
His
Before
pastor?
I posted, yeah, Bishop
Who is?
Gates.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right.
Tried to reach out even after I posted, and he, was trying to make peace with me and stuff. I'm like, I'm not communicating with a liar. But nothing to say. You still lying, still denying, still doing the same things. So I did try to talk to his pastor, and it's someone who was mediating that I was very close with, trusted her with my life, mediating between me and Carn, who got on a three-way with Bishop Gates and Pastor Carn to communicate that I would like to have a conversation with Gates with Carn. And what was said to her on this freeway was that I have to talk to Carn first and work things out with him. Excuse me?
Wow.
Like, are we really doing this? So I'll post it because it's too many people involved. It's not one, two, three, four. No, it's too many women hurting, losing their mind. I'm not no pastor. I'm counseling hurt women, trying to, fighting for their peace because he created or alluded like they would have a future with him, and they don't even know about each other. Now, I think I bounced around a little bit, but it is women who was a part of the festivities. They all still go there. They all were participants, and they still go there. So if anybody know the truth, they know the truth, but they still choose to be there. I'm not sure. I pray that God set them free too. I don't think that maybe he didn't say that he was in a relationship with them, but it is people who weren't participants in, the threesomes and stuff that he have alluded or made them think that they were in a relationship or they would be his wife. And he won't be honest about that. He say everybody lying on him. Okay, everybody lying on him. And everybody got proof though, screenshots. What are we doing? Just be honest.
Nobody has video.
Of what?
Anything that can verify or validate. Because you said freak offs, and when you say freak offs, I don't see nothing but baby oil and a dark room.
Well, mine is that, but and I probably shouldn't use that term, but I mean, it's already out there with the things that have.
It's
Well,
not
I
okay.
alluded.
It may be out there, but Larry ain't heard them.
Okay, it's.
So when you
I'm
say
not gonna.
freak
I'm not gonna
offs,
get into. I'm not gonna get into detail.
okay.
But it is some shameful things that I allowed my cheapened myself to participate in. I chose to become a foolish woman for him. It was nothing I wouldn't do for him. Even if I felt bad for doing it, I pushed my own boundaries. Um, I just, trying to be super saver hoe. Like, okay, this just a phase. He's gonna change. Like one day he's gonna wake up and not want to do it no more. Feet in the fantasy. Like, all right, I'm not saying it didn't feel good in those moments. Okay. And I knew it was wrong. I did want it to stop. Um, but I'm not gonna get too much into detail, but
I
it is a
understand.
lot of women who know what I'm talking about and they need to get free. They have this, a lot of people have this like um allegiance and loyalty to him, and I 1000% understand it. But what ticked me off and what got me to this point where I thought I would never leave him was because I confront him in private. And you can't even be real with someone who would literally, who's given their body, made myself a fool. I set the bar low for you on purpose, all because of a promise. So I don't forfeit, like how he would tell me, you don't want to forfeit your promise. Um, and I couldn't even get the honesty. Like I would have probably stayed if he was honest. So what got me to the point where I can't do this anymore is because it's like nothing is changing this man. Nothing is changing this man. My prayers, um, and he can't just be honest. So one woman, it was two women who actually reached out to me. One of them is my dear friend, very close to Mother Carn. She was very Mother Carn though. Mother Carn. And it's just so I'm sorry to be getting emotional. I'm just
It's
pissed
okay.
because people don't understand. They just look at him and he raised his hand. I'm not saying he don't love God. I'm not saying that God won't bring him out of this, but he cannot come out of this if he keep on denying. I don't know why. It's embarrassing to be honest about, our shortcomings because it is shameful. It's embarrassing. But it's more freeing for not just him, but it could be for everybody if he just be honest. Mother Corno, what he did to the young lady. The girl confided. Thank God she's, fighting for her peace and moving on, but not just her, another young lady. And I don't know what his real issue is. And I'm not sure what he communicated with you, Larry, but I know that y'all have conversations. I heard conversations. Not like in full detail, but I was around for one, y'all would have conversations sometimes. Um, I'm not
When was
sure
the
what he
last
done
time you spoke
lied.
to him?
I cussed him out the other day, and cause just more stuff. Like it's more. The thing is, every woman that I ever confronted him about, because not because I had proof, but suspicion. Because at the end of the day, women move a certain kind of way when they feel like they belong to you. You get what I mean? Or when they dealing with them, they move away. And women
That's
going to
true.
talk. They always have someone that they're going to talk and confide in. But someone that well, it's not the first one. It's multiple women that I confronted him about, and he would deny. And I'm like, bro, you lied. This is another one that you lied about. That you could have just been like, yeah, I messed up, babe. Messed up. Couldn't do that. Cussed him out. And he said that would I be willing to sit and talk to him? And I can't. It's just for what? I can't talk to him. You know what he would say to me? I can't hold him accountable. I'm not his pastor. I'm not the Holy Ghost. I need to learn to shut up and just leave things to God like how I used to. And so it's like, but none of his peers saying nothing. All of them is delusional and think that what he's doing not that bad. Oh, she just got cheated on, and she mad because she didn't get what she wanted. When I could have still been there and more than likely had a ring. Well, if they I mean, if it was really an engagement ring.
So, how long were you with him?
10 years.
Okay, now that makes sense because I'm thinking in my mind, girl, just go on about your life. But
Yeah,
10
10 years.
years?
We broke up for like 4 months one time, because I confronted him about somebody and get wasn't wrong, but still confronted him because I guess this to him is out of order. That was then though. That was his then. I'm not sure. People like to turn a new leaf when they in a hot seat. And that's another thing. I feel like the only way he changes when stuff go public. So that's another reason why I went public. Like he, because this the only thing. I'd rather sacrifice our relationship for you to just hopefully get free. Can't even, yeah.
That's going to take you 10 years in a relationship. I'm trying to think about there's an equation for how many years it's going to take for you to cut that relationship out of your soul. I think it's 4 because you had within 10 years. So I think it'll take 4 years, but that's with no communication, no contact, and just letting it fully and entirely go. So the last time that you spoke with him was days ago, but when is the
Yeah.
last time y'all have had communication?
Actual, when you say communication, like
Text.
dialogue, text. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was just a couple days ago.
Okay.
It's only because I reached out, text them, custom, like sent the little thing, and then he responded for us to sit down and talk.
Okay. Got it. So are you going to do that?
No, at least
Okay.
not right. Not no, 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 no. I would talk to him if I'm in the room with peer, like his pastor, someone
Okay.
that could hold him accountable. Because I used to tell him I feel like if someone knew the way or how he would communicate, like when we used to get into it, I always felt like most of the time, like I'm wrong. My mouth did used to get me in trouble. Um, However, I just wouldn't feel comfortable sitting down talking to him because I wouldn't want anything to get flipped or me look like the bad guy for doing. Because I know he pissed. He pissed. Oh, when he know that I'm talking to you, oh yeah, this
He
this the
knows. He
nail in
just
the
text me.
coffin. Oh, nail in the coffin.
Well, let me ask you, how do you feel about that? Don't you want this to be over? Or are you still
Yes,
struggling with your love?
I still do. I still have love for him. I do. It's hard. Like you just don't wake up and be like, "Up, I'm all set. I'm done." Like it's very difficult. I done moved on to everything, and who I'm with even know and is going through it
Oh, so you
because of,
with somebody else now.
yeah,
So how is that's a strong nigga. He's secure.
very strong, very
Okay.
supportive.
I got that.
And even knowing that like I still, feel feelings or these ways
You still love him.
and I wish I don't. I really don't want to. Like I be really praying, God, take this because it's in vain and it was fake. Because it was built around fake and lies from the beginning.
So you don't feel no part of it was real.
No, it couldn't be because it wasn't not 1 month that he was faithful to me. It's too many people years overlapping lines. It's how? How? If you've been with someone longer than me. He haven't been faithful now for 1 month, and it's woman after woman after woman. Now this is allegedly, unless they want to come out and be like, yes, ma'am. Yep, she telling the truth.
Do you think? I'm only asking this because it's been said on the internet a lot. Do you think he is a predator in the pulpit?
Well, to answer that, I'm gonna answer it with the other question as far as does he use his position?
Yeah.
He knows his influence. He know people would do anything for him. He know. I believe he know that, he's conscious of that, and I think that makes him confident to move within a church the way that he does when he go after young women.
You know, Carn is single. And single men, whether they tell you the truth or not, they are not going to have one woman. And the way that biology is, we are wired to just sow our seed. And we just have a couple hours, if that long, that we can do it over and over and back to back. that does not take away the responsibility that we have to be honest. If what you're saying is true and what Amber said is true, I don't think it's right to give someone hope of being the main and you're not going to be able to do that for them.
Right.
And that's what he did to you?
Yeah, because when you say he's single, like I mean, he's single, yeah, now
Meaning
I
not
guess.
married.
Oh, okay, okay. See,
That's what we that's what we
can I be
mean.
honest? Yeah, I feel like that is like gaslighting. That is gaslighting. And I'm gonna explain why. I'm going to explain why I feel like I believe that that's gaslighting, saying that because although yes, we are single in our individuals before coming as one, once you communicate that you're in a relationship with someone, that don't mean to go out and act as if you don't have no commitment that you verbally said that you have in a covenant with someone. That don't mean to act like you single. You
Okay.
should be practicing as if you're already one before it gets you get what I mean? So that's why I feel like when people are like, well, we single till you married, that's gaslighting. No, you're not. Not if you say that we're in a relationship and that we're in a covenant and that it's supposed to be this commitment.
Now see that's different because I say I'm single because I'm not married to anyone and because no one has put me or themselves in a position to where they are ready for something exclusive. So when I say I'm single, I mean I am single. And that means that although me and you may have a commitment to where we're not going to go and have this with nobody else, if I'm not married, I'm I'm single. You know, if I become exclusive with somebody, I'm not single. And you're telling me that he was telling you that y'all are like exclusive, right?
Yeah.
See, that's the problem.
Without using that word, like we're exclusive, because you know what I picture we're exclusive, because to me, exclusivity means now we're like around each other peers too.
Okay.
We didn't get to that point. Have I I met some people before, but I don't know. I don't at this point, I don't know what he tell people. He could have probably been like, yeah, she just with me because she my assistant. I don't know. I don't trust
Yeah.
anything at this point. I'm questioning everything.
Okay. So let me ask you
And
this. Is it possible you can get, versus me having Amber to come back on, it sounds like to me that you're sort of the one that has like made a decision that you're going to speak out. Is it possible for you to be open to, if I could arrange a moment where you're able to sit with Carn and get it all out? Who gotta be in the room for you to do that?
Bishop Gates.
Okay. All right. I'll try. I'll try to do that. I'm gonna
And
try
you
to do
see how
that.
you gotta say that? You gotta try. Why wouldn't they be urgent? Like this should be like urgent.
Let me tell
And
you
that
why.
probably sound like entitled. It's just the
No,
nonsense is crazy.
no. I don't know if you know this or not. The church is ran by men. but the church was built by women. And you can't have no church without women. But that will never make the men that leads the church ever care about the woman in a way to where they will share the power. That's probably hard to hear, but it's true. But you see this in our government and in our nation. The church house and the White House is the same house when it comes to that. And it's almost like a knockoff of mafia. How like the police, I mean, whether they black or white, they all blue because they're going to do what's best for the cops. That's the same kind of thing it is in the church. So I know that I can only try because I am their greatest fear. Because they know they can't buy me because I'm rich. And they know that I don't have that thing to where I'm going to cover you if you wrong. And if Carn has made, oh, y'all been together so long, so I didn't even tell him how to do this until after he was already doing it wrong with you. God told him, don't tell any of these women that they the one.
Yeah, because
Don't do
if he
that.
had told me, if I knew I was an option, I would, first of all, I would never be a man's option. I would never knowingly and willingly be one of the options to a man. Like, oh, like be in competition with women, like, oh, I know he dealing with other people, but like, no.
And that's good that's good that you like that.
That's why I would always confront him. Okay, what you saying? Are you dealing with him? No, no, no. And even if I felt like he was, and even if I knew from certain things, like I'm like, mm,
I hope
just
he's
couldn't take
not
it.
doing this to other women because that's
Yes,
not cool.
already done. Already done.
And
It's
he's
already
telling
done.
them that he gonna be with them.
Yes. Unless he can say, and if hypothetically Bishop Gates with Bishop Gates and whatever, everybody, whoever will be there, if he can show that he have not, I would like to bring them women forward because it's too many. It will always be. Of course, he can just say, "No, I haven't. No, I haven't." But I don't know if the young ladies who came to me would want to come forward with, their testimony to give more language to that. I'm not quite sure, but he already made people feel like they were the one,
Is
and
that the
he know that.
okay? So I have one last question. I wanna hold you, but what would you need in order to be complete? Walk away done. Don't even have to say anything else. You just fully move forward. What could Gates and Carn do or need to do in order for that to be your reality?
This is probably gonna sound so. I feel like me about this. What I'm about to say is I'm still healing. I don't feel like he need a church. I think that he needs to sit down underneath his pastor and let KCC be online members to his pastor's church. He needs to be pastored. I think that he has. We used to joke about it, but I used to say I think he on a little spectrum. I think that he needs to get evaluated. I think he needs therapy. I think that he really needs professional help. If none of that happens, that's fine. What would do it for me is if he own up to it and be honest and not be lying to people in private or trying to um reduce what he did as, oh, is I just made a mistake. You don't make a mistake for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years.
Okay.
You don't make thought a mistake is not well thought out and planned. Okay. I would be happy if he just stopped denying stuff in public. I think what got me really riled up is hearing the fact that he's spinning the narrative, one making me look crazy, making me look, and this is probably all pride. I know, Lord, deliver me from I'm in pride right now. I understand. But spinning the narrative, basically being manipulative behind the scenes, and even like I guess in his messages to again reduce the situation and to make it seem like it's not what it was when he know exactly what it was. If he
Oh,
just own up and be honest, I would respect that so much more. And I'm good. I'm
and
all
he
set.
and he has to do that in front of you and in front of his pastor.
Yeah,
Okay, and then you can walk away.
I think that that'll be enough.
You don't
I don't
want
think his
you don't
pastor
want
know anything.
$10. You don't want $100.
I
You
don't
want
need a
nothing.
dime.
Yeah, I know that's right.
I don't want a
Okay.
penny. I don't want a penny from him because no, it's not.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
well,
even
see,
want that.
I said that so you can clear that because that's been said online. Now
Mhm.
I'm gonna communicate to him if he ain't watching now. But I think they at church or they had a meeting after church to arrange that to where you are sitting there with him and his pastor, and he's owning up to
Right.
what you guys were.
Oh, no, and just not just that. I want him to really apologize to each woman. I want him to sit and call them, tell them the truth, and apologize. Own up to what he did to them and apologize.
Okay, let me say this to you. Fully 100% understand why you say that. But let's look at that though. And look at something else you said. You said you don't think you should have no church, sit down, all of that. I get that. But essentially what you're saying, you want him to stop making money, to not work his job anymore because he is sexually promiscuous and I guess a manipulative liar to the women he's having sex with. That is not any reason for a regular person to lose their job. But for a pastor, they can lose their job because of those moral failures. I think that should be left up to heaven, possibly the leaders of his church, which he don't have any, because if he wanted to, he can walk away from gates and continue to do what he's doing. I think we sort of have to leave that up to heaven. Also, when it comes to him apologizing to these other women, that has to happen in his heart. That's personal as well. The only thing that we really can look at is what he owed you for what he did to you, and recognizing your pain, been very aware of what he did, how he lived, how he showed up, pains you and has injured you so badly that you still can't be happy with the new man. That he owed that to you. That's what I think. And that's just my opinion. But the apologizing to other people, sit down from the church, all of that, I think that's between heaven and his heart. But when it comes
I don't
to,
know. I just feel like I don't, if, mm, well, amen, I guess.
I mean, because
Because
if that's
how are
he
you
can
in
do
a,
that and not mean it.
because my thing is this, if your job is to pastor, okay, how are you consciously not even year, month after month, you know the influence and the emotions of a woman. You always talk about emotions of a woman. Why are
Bad
you
character,
pursuing?
bad discipline, bad
No,
character.
it's decision. No, it's decision, desire. It's desire, it's decisions. That's what I think. It's just
True,
those two.
but it's the decision of someone, and this is just from the outside looking in, taking into consideration what you said. This is the decision of someone who lacks character, who lacks discipline, and is in a mental crisis. According to
Yeah.
what you
So
said.
how are you pastoring and you're hurting the very souls that you're supposed to give account for to God? How does that work? I was a new believer coming in. A lot of people that came, Amber, new believer.
That's why I
Everything he
said,
say, trust it. I
listen,
trust it. Reading my
right.
Bible, I start to mature in my heel and mature mind, start to challenge it a little bit, but I will still take what he say. So a lot of
Right.
time, most times.
Everybody does when they find a new pastor. That is normal. I agree what you're saying about hurting the people that you supposed to pastor. 100% agree with that. But that's none of our job to fix. If we're in a church, that's heaven in his heart. If we're in a church and the pastor's doing that, we get our black ass up out that church and find another one where it ain't going on. But
You know why that doesn't happen? Because too many people want to defend. They want to be delusional and they want to have church brain and just be fools and be dumb. I've been there. Thank God for deliverance. And I think it's really trauma bonding with the pastor. I think it's projection because a lot of people probably doing the same things and can't stand the truth being put out there. I think it's cognitive, what they call it, dissonance. It's a lot of
yes, that's
things.
right.
And they keep on protecting these images and everybody, all of us, even me, look at me, in a sense, defending myself, trying to clear up things, pride. I understand that. It's just a
No, I
lot
think you
of
taking accountability. I think you are. Let me ask you this. Were you sleeping with other people when he was sleeping with other people?
no,
You stayed committed to him.
committed to him. Yes.
Wow. Was he taking care of you?
Yes, he was paying my bills,
Oh,
my
well, then that
rent.
makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. That's an
No, but it
arrangement.
wasn't always like that though. It wasn't always like that.
Okay, let me say
For
this
most
to
of
you
our
like I
relationship,
tell
it
my
wasn't like that.
daughters. If you have a puss, they don't sell them nowhere. Well, they sell the knockoff. Whoever you giving it up to should absolutely be taking care of you on some level. So I don't think that anyone that Carn, me, or anybody that's sleeping with should be worried about having money and you are giving your good puss or your good bus. Nope. I don't agree with that. But I want you to consider what I said. Those things you want to happen about him pastoring church and he needed to sit down. He'd apologize to all these girls and all stuff. In order for you to be complete, it would be great if you can just let all this go and walk away. But I can hear you're still in it. And I think a gift that he should give to you is that you just described. Him sitting in front of you with accountability people in the room, at least his pastor, you said, and him saying, I did not handle you right. I should have been a man of my word, a man of integrity. I should have tried to commit more. I didn't
Not just
handle
that,
you right.
I
Yeah, all of that.
lied, I
All of that.
lied.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think you're owed that. And I'm going to ask and communicate what you said you needed. And I try to get that done. But then there's still the Amber situation. That's a whole nother
Yeah, I
situation.
don't know.
Jesus.
Maybe I'm thinking like I don't even honestly, I think I don't even want to I don't even want to see his face. I really don't. If I can be a phone call, I'll be content. I don't even want to see his face. I don't want to see it.
Okay.
I don't want to see it.
And I was thinking that, but I'm glad you said it. Yeah. Because that could trigger you some up here because you're still in the healing process. Okay. I'm going to request that on your behalf, although I know you can text him, but I'm pretty sure he knows, well, I know he knows that we're speaking, and I know he probably don't like that.
Yeah, he pissed. He is pissed. I know it. I don't, you know why I don't care anymore? Like how I used to deeply care so much. And I would never thought, like I said, I didn't even like you, Larry. I would never thought I'd be talking to you right now. I would never even imagine me being in this position, period.
Wait a minute. Well, why the hell
But
you ain't like me? I ain't did nothing to
because
nobody.
I felt like you used to be talking and dragging things out and stuff like that. And even if I knew he was wrong, I felt like, all right, not too much now. All right. All right, he did what he did. Now not too much on.
But I only
But
talk about if it comes out in the public.
well, all I can say is I was being a hypocrite. That's all.
Wow.
I was being a hypocrite, and there's nothing else to that. I was in being a foolish hypocrite. That's it. Loyalty was only to him, to my
Baby,
detriment.
as soon as you get off the thing, LarryReidLive@gmail.com. Text me so we can get in communication.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much for trusting me too.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Ooh. So what y'all think? That for me, and I'm a man, so I don't know how the women feel. But for me, because he was making them think, maybe not saying the word exclusive, maybe not saying the word marriage, not saying it's just gonna be me and you, but the actions, all of that there, yeah, he has to own that. So, and he needs to own it to her, not to us. Own it to her, and get so that she can be free, and that she can begin to heal and deeper. That 10 years, y'all. That's a long time, and that's a 10 Carn years. You got to think about. Look at Carn, like always preaching somewhere. They always in church faithfully. There's always something going on. That's all the time. That's a lot. That's a lot. We already knew Carn like puss. We know that. We already know that. We are very clear on that. So this ain't nothing new. What's new in this conversation, I think, is being able to hear from these women tonight unexpectedly, to hear their voice and from their end. What's that girl name that always go live like she drunk and high and the Holy Ghost light skin to go to his church? Kayla. How old is she?
She looks young. She's probably in her 20s.
Oh, okay. Kayla ain't going nowhere. You hear me? Nowhere. She love up at. I don't agree with that. Oh, she says 24? Okay. Let me see. Y'all, oh God, the comments going so fast. Said, unfortunately, he has not been held. Oh, Lord, I done highlighted something. Unfortunately, he has not been held accountable for wrecking the flock. Makes him untrustworthy. Nobody can hold him accountable with the job that nobody on earth put him in. That's why I was trying to tell her this is a heaven and heart thing. We can't make nobody do nothing. But she sort of suggested a few things. On the spectrum was a Reid. But she said, she suggested a mental crisis, possibly. And I know he's going to say the blood of Jesus when he hear that, but if I would tell the truth, pastoring in the four walls of the church like I did for over 2 decades, and then I went into pastoring the way I pastor now. So I'm not just talking here. what am I going on? 30 something, almost 30 something years. 30. Hold on, I'm 47. Yeah. So I'm coming up on about to be 30 years of pastoring. I'm 47. Oh, Jesus, Larry, you old. Almost 30 years of pastoring. Oh my God. But anyway, truth be told, those first 20 years was done in the four walls of the church, same way Carn and everybody do it. I was in a mental crisis and did not know it. When I was looking back, my mind wasn't good. Think about you doing something for decades and people ain't even calling you by your name. They're calling you pastor. They're calling you bishop. They're calling you apostle. They're calling you prophet. So you're disconnected from your identity. Do you know knowing who you are and having a full awareness of your identity is something that you're supposed to have before you practice any religion? Most of us that are melanated and from the South was told the name Jesus and Christian and the Bible and holiness before we were told about kindness, love, acceptance, appreciation. They pushed Jesus, God, church, holiness, tithe, giving, serving, commitment. See, all of those are the terms that they used on the plantation, which is where the black church started. But in spirituality, that is not the proper way for you to go about your whatever your religious practice is. The first thing you do at the center of spirituality is humanity. At the center of your spirituality is your humanity. And so the first thing you should begin to do is get to know what kind of human you are and who you are, your likes, dislikes, your strengths, your weaknesses, your purpose, your why you were born, the word for which you were born, and the number for which you were born. All of that's important. Very much so. And with that being said, 2026 is just in a few weeks. What is your word for 2026? Put it in the chat. My word is no. My second word would be me. Moving forward, I'm telling all y'all no. And then I am going to choose me. And from that space of no to you and yes to me, then I can go and be what I need to be for everybody else. What's your word? Surrender? Boundaries. Oh, that's a powerful word. That was my word for 2022 all the way to 2024. Okay. I'm seeing it in the chat. All right, so I'm about to move this away. Y'all won't be able to hear me. Oh, God. Man. This show was long as my... I see y'all later. And y'all take care of yourself. Don't even think about... If I'm on the prayer call tomorrow, for those of you just from the ministry, if I'm on the prayer call tomorrow, it's going to be a miracle. Because I ain't even ate. I got to go dookie. I got to take my night shower and take my second gummy. That's 3 o'clock, 2 a.m. Nope. But see me in person, y'all. What you mean?
She's talking to somebody in the chat.
Is y'all fussing with Amber in the chat?
Some of them been going back and forth with Vashti and Amber.
Okay, I asked y'all very nicely. This must be the LRLs that come whenever we do stories like this. If I had Carn on my platform, y'all can't do that. Any guest I have, you can't treat the guests like that in the chat. You can't do that. You just can't. You got to think. This ain't just some nigga sitting in front of a camera. This is media. So it's just social, but this is media. It's just social, but it's media. So when I do interviews and conversations, y'all can't be at in the chat like the whole world ain't watching. What the hell? No. All right. I don't know. Amber and Vashti aren't the same. They're totally different. Some of you may be like, duh, Reid. But no, energetically, they're not the same. Amber going to be okay. But Vashti, I'm worried about. And the reason being is because of the pain. She got a lot of pain. I'm concerned about her. Amber, I'm not that concerned about. She seemed like she sort of, I got this, I think she different. But I think that Vashti is hurting. All right, let me let y'all go. Take care of yourself. And I'm going to go in members only, not tonight, but make sure your notifications are on, because I'm having thoughts in my head I can't say on the platform, but I'm going to put them all over there. And some things was happening while I was talking to both, in my phone. I'm going to tell y'all about it over there. We're a secret and they can't get out. All righty. I'll see y'all later. And remember, instead of playing God Don't Play About Me, well, no, I play. No, let's play. Say again? Okay, I'm doing a cold cut. I ain't playing nothing going up out of here, all right? And those of you that are having dreams, though, make sure you connect with my Dream Chat GPT. I've been interpreting dreams for decades, literally, since I was a teenager. And so I took all of that, put it inside and made a Chat GPT, put your dream in there. And you can be like, oh, wow, okay? You can do that tonight. This is how you do it. Listen, I know you've been having some dreams, and I want to help you understand your dreams. I've been interpreting dreams for many years. Some of your most favorite people have came to me by night to find out, what does this mean? And so what I've done, I've developed a Chat GPT. Go right now and download the MBN Network app. And when you go in there, look for the dream guide from the side. Click it, and it's going to integrate with your Chat GPT. And whenever you've had a dream, write it up in your notes, then copy and paste inside the Chat GPT. And in my voice, with my awareness, clarity, and insight, and years of expertise, this Chat GPT is going to tell you the truth about the mind movie, the thought you had while you were sleeping. See, dreams always mean something. And I want to help you understand what it means. There's a hidden message, something about the future, something about the past, something that is happening right now. It's like an envelope from heaven that you need to open and read. And I want to help you read that letter, get into the coding and decode so that you can see what you were meant to see come into reality. I'll see you later. I'm waiting for you in my GPT so I can speak directly to you.